We're live.
Hey everyone!
Hey.
Oh, my hand just kind of half
Oh.
disappeared as I wave. Welcome to the Gilded Mimic stream. We are the Guild of the Feathered Spoon, which we were named 2 weeks ago by you guys. So, welcome to the Guild of the Feathered Spoon. And today, Andrew is GMing our carnival one shot. So, Andrew, would you like to do your thing?
Yeah, so let's start by just recapping where we were last time. So last time we were all together, your characters went off into the fairground of Mr. Munderson, the mysterious proprietor of the Carnival of Dreams, a very magical fair which is all designed around illusion and wonder. And you fought a very big, sick, nasty dragon.
Yep.
With some unintendedly romantic results.
Yes.
Which we will get to in a minute. And then celebrating said romantic results, two of you went off to a magic hall of mirrors and found some interesting stuff therein, as well as meeting another character, Riella Torwin, who is almost like the understudy to Munderson, the head of the organization. Riella Torwin, you discovered after a little bit of apprehension and distrust, is trying to take over the carnival in some years to come and is introducing her own slant on things, but seems to be a little overwhelmed, you discovered. And trying to think, what else?
I tried to calm her down, and then it turned out
Yeah, you tried to calm her down. Yeah, you tried to calm her down, and she was a bit sort of surprised by that because she had spent ages asking if she could look into Florian's eyes, which was something I think made Tariel a little bit more distrustful of her than maybe she deserved. We're not sure on that yet, but we will see. And then just as you were getting her to calm down, unfortunately, you heard a very loud scream from somewhere nearby, which honestly seemed a little okay to most of the patrons there, because the patrons at the carnival are used to after hours shenanigans getting a little rowdy and a little more horror orientated, shall we say. But this, according to Riella, was not part of the plan. And as all the illusions are running around, you were heading off to see what the problem was. Oh. So with that, let's just reintroduce everyone and get started. So, seeing as there was love in the air last time, let's start with the character who is most in love, Mokan and your chicken. Introduce yourself.
I thought that might be it. I'm Bear. I play Mokan. He's a half-orc or a half-orc cleric, and he believes the chicken in his bag is a holy chicken. It's not. It's just a normal chicken, but Mokan believes it's a holy chicken. Yeah,
Totally,
and he chased a group of chickens last week.
Yes, illusionary chickens.
Yeah. He's still not sure why he couldn't catch them.
He's
not very bright.
I was about to say he will learn, but let's not make any promises that we can't keep. And if I remember rightly as well, you are still blind drunk.
Yes, I am.
I forgot that was.
Oh, and Mokan is blind drunk as well.
Yeah, Mokan is blind drunk right now and has been for a while. So while we let him recover a bit and drink some water, let's move on to the dazzling Florian.
Hello, my name is Brian. I'm playing Florian, who is a dashing, swashbuckling rogue who has occasionally thrown out poetry, mostly aimed at Tariel because, well, somebody's got to take all the punches for us. No, I mean, because there are romantic interludes. Although I did once compliment her as being more beautiful as a statue.
Yeah, I remember that.
I may have gotten slapped for that.
No, I punched you for that.
Thumped.
Yeah.
Thumped.
Unless we forget, he has wondrous eyes.
Yeah.
Very, very
Beautiful eyes.
captivating eyes.
And he also likes to kiss spiders.
And he likes to kiss spiders. Yes, that is actually important. He does like
That
to kiss
worked.
spiders on occasion.
It worked.
Sort of. You got slapped.
Kind of.
You did
Tariel,
get slapped for that.
Yeah.
Tariel,
And I
you
got-
feel like you've got a lot to say right now, so
Yeah,
should we
sorry.
get you in next to...
I
I feel like
Jess,
Tariel should introduce
and I'm
Florian
playing
now.
Tariel, who is really annoyed at Florian because he keeps kissing things he shouldn't. That she's an elf monk, and as it turned out in the Zone of Truth 2 weeks ago, is in love with Florian. But he was a complete arse for asking her while she was in a Zone of Truth.
And then he fell to his own device. Well, because
He
forgot there was
blundered
a-
into it.
Blundered.
He
Blundered.
blundered horribly.
blundered into also revealing
Yeah,
that he loves her.
yeah. Hence the romance.
Oh yeah.
Cal.
Cow. I'm David. I play Calamity, who is a supreme wizard, who I believe last week his primary thing was setting fire to a tent whilst trying to distract everyone.
Yes, that was
Yes.
one of the
You
two
lived
things
up
you
to your
definitely
name.
did.
Oh, the other thing he did was hide from a dragon.
Yes, an
Yeah.
illusory dragon,
You
which
were a
everyone knew was
coward like
illusory
normal.
in advance.
Still have to hide. It might not be.
I mean, that is a very good way of defending yourself. Always take the most pessimistic view of the dragon in front of you. Assume it is real.
Well, the last dragon he met before that, he took an optimistic view of and got gutted.
That is true. That is true. And last but by no means least, Kutsara.
Hey, I'm Kate. I play Kutsara Waywocket, who is a rock gnome druid. She serves at the temple of Yenadai, a goddess of spoons. And Kutsara's mission is just to kind of go around collecting unusual spoons and spreading spoony love to people. She also has Spoon Lord, who is her battle hound, and also the best boy ever.
Yes,
He's the
that is
goodest
definitely
boy.
also true.
The goodest boy,
The goodest boy ever.
who also gave Cal a piece of his mind last week.
Yes, he actually successfully performed Vicious Mockery, did he not?
Yeah,
Yep.
that's why I'm not on full health.
Yeah.
And last time you were all just beginning to hear some ominous screams coming from somewhere within the carnival and following Riella to help out.
Awesome. I feel like we should say hello to everyone in chat now that we've introduced ourselves. So,
Yeah.
hello, the LBs. Hello, is it Zanberg?
Zan.
Zan, Wolfsong, and Castellum. I think that's everyone I can see that's not.
Claire Cat.
Claire Cat. Is Claire Cat there somewhere?
I thought I saw some.
No, I haven't seen Claire Cat. Claire Cat still
There
may
you
be
go.
there. But anyway, yes. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Thank
Hi,
you for
everyone.
coming. And yes, LBs, you are just in time. We've just had a bit of a recap, but mostly it was Florian and Tariel arguing about the Zone of Truth again. So you're fine. You've not missed anything.
So then, jumping straight into it, as you come out from the backstage area of the carnival, you see people beginning to look around nervously at each other, unsure what's going on. Quite a few of the patrons seem at ease despite the screams, and there's talk of some kind of new event surely put on by Riella, and you hear a few muttered groans about this from some of the populace. But you also, in fact, no, you don't also necessarily. Perception checks. Perception checks. You might also nothing. There might also be nothing. Oh, there is not nothing. Well, there is for Mocken, who's still blind drunk.
Should I
And
get
also for
disadvantage?
Kutsara.
Should I get
might have
disadvantage on my
disadvantage.
roll, which means I go roll the one?
Only the same as Kutsara.
Spoon Lord got 21, so
Oh, that's a good point. I could roll Caldoros. Oh. Yeah, perception. Doesn't see much either. Tariel does, though.
Well, anyway, aside from Kutsara and Mokan, who have a little incident where a slightly drunken, stumbling Mokan literally blunders into Kutsara and they sort of fall over each other while they're trying to work out what's going on and therefore see nothing. Aside from
Sorry.
that, the rest of
I'm
you...
being squashed by an orc.
Should I make you roll damage for that?
No.
No. Let's not be that cruel so early into the stream. Aside from those two, the rest of you do notice that some of the illusions around you seem to be flickering a little bit. Where you might remember early on in the fair, you saw that some of the older patrons were given glamorous illusions to make them look young again. You can see their old faces returning to them momentarily and then flicking back to youthfulness a little bit.
Tariel is completely and utterly going to freak out at that.
Okay. In what kind of way?
She's gonna get scared.
Okay, is she still following Riella? Riella's just literally storming ahead to try and work out what's going on at this point.
Probably still following, but yes, scared. So it's not going to take much to tip her over into fear if there is a fear.
I'm with her. Do I notice this?
I don't know.
Do you want me to make a perception check?
Yeah, because it's a separate thing. I'm gonna say perception with advantage because you've been quite focused on Tariel this evening in general.
He doesn't need advantage.
He doesn't need advantage, but Tariel, not Tariel, Florian needs no advantage with Tariel.
Oh my.
I feel like Spoonlord would probably sense something. It would come up to Tariel and just sort of nuzzle her hand with his head.
Caldero would also know exactly why I'm scared. So
I would just simply look at her and say, "Are you okay?"
No. We need to fix whatever's broken.
That would be a good idea, because I don't like broken things.
No.
They tend to hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Cal's just going to run forward and go, "These are like when I do illusions."
Yes, exactly. That's why we need to fix them.
Great. Can we fix them quickly? And then I'm going to try and not look at anything, but follow whoever's in front of me. Literally, I don't care whoever's in front of me. I'll just follow them.
And I will follow after Riella.
Okay, so you follow after Riella, and hopefully 3, 2, 1. Did that do
On a
anything?
different map. Yes.
Why did it do nothing my end?
Because
you
you
need
need
the
to.
players, but you haven't clicked on it yourself.
Oh, there was me thinking I was being so smooth and had sorted something for the first time correctly, and no.
You sorted it for us.
Yeah.
Well, that's something at least. That is something at least.
It looks
So,
green.
It's a lot like a body on the ground.
That does look like a body.
yeah.
Okay, we need to add our inspiration.
Inspiration.
Oh,
I'm pretty
didn't
sure I have
realise that.
saspiration, but I can't.
Is there any
remember
way
why
I
have
can put the
saspiration.
inspiration on you when I change things, or is
That's
that
right,
just
we
something?
can do it ourselves.
Okie dokie.
I do
You
have
need a moment to
inspiration.
do that?
It's done.
Done. Dun 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
I'm trying to focus the stream so that they can see the body.
Get down.
Zoom out.
Zoom in
Or zoom in.
because it doesn't fit properly.
Okay.
I assume this thing is the body.
Yes, it is. So as you come to this side corner of the fair, you see one of the fair workers, one of the people who run the fair, on his knees cradling the body of a woman in his arms. The woman herself isn't wearing anything to suggest she's part of the fair. Everyone you've seen from the fair so far seems to be identified by their more lavish clothes, or at least by an insignia of Gadrin Munderson which they wear. So you know that she is not one of them. and you see him cradling her body and just wailing out into the crowds. How could this happen? And he looks about, face ashen and wild in disbelief, and about him you see the crowds beginning to applaud and go, oh yeah, quite good really, oh, better acting than last year.
Apparently the stream is not working that well.
Sorry, and I need to put the fan on 1 second.
Maybe I'll go back a bit if they need catching up. We'll see where they
The
need to
sound
be.
should be fine. It's because the laptop that we're running it on struggles when it's hot. So Paris just cooling it down.
All this talk of Tariel and Florian has clearly got it excited.
Clearly.
Overheating, yeah.
That's not the only thing.
Would you like me to wait, or would you like me to continue?
Feel free to continue. I'll try to sort things out.
I mean, right now, aside from our faces, the map isn't doing anything, so hopefully
Yeah.
we're okay there. As long as everyone can hear us, that should be fine. So you hear all the people cheering and applauding, and then the man just sort of looks around in disbelief, his mouth falling open, and you can see him visibly shaking now. And he's like, you think this is funny? You think this is amusing? And the man raises a trembling hand, and suddenly the butterflies and the hummingbirds and all the illusory creatures that are flittering in the air suddenly burst into flames, and new cries of terror ring out as several of the people around you suddenly start to change and take on new form, turning into, and this is where I hope the stream is coming back. Is the stream coming back?
The stream is there. We're not.
It's just a bit patchy in terms of it keeps jumping. The video
It's
keeps
jerky.
jumping, but the sound is fine.
Oh no. Zombies.
The zombies.
Wait, zombie.
Zombie 8?
What does
Oh
a
my
zombie
gosh.
eat?
Oh, there's a zombie right between us. And no one else has any
Zombies all
weapons.
around. I've got my thingy. It's fine.
It's alright. I have a pocket dimension.
How you suck. How
And
many times have I said this recently?
as the man gets more angry and these zombies seem to appear almost as if coming out of people in the crowd, he then lets out one final anguished wail, and from the fire nearby, this appears.
Will-o-wisp.
All of the wisp.
Is that an undead thing as well, or is
No,
that
a
something new?
will-o'-the-wisp is kind of like a floaty ball of magic. For want of a better description, at least I think that's what one is.
Yes,
Yes.
although in this carnival things can be not quite what they appear, and this one takes the form of the dead woman on the ground.
Oh, okay.
And if everyone would like to roll some kind of initiative.
Can't
Could you
you
put
we
that
need to
turnout
click on-
up, please?
Yes.
And then
Huh.
you want to clear it before we...
I need to be on
ourselves.
options and tokens. How do I put it up again? Remind me.
The
I
clock.
can't
Top
I can't
left,
seem to
it says the
click
line
on my-
we-
character.
Oh, okay. Is Kutsara not?
She might not be in the right layer.
Neither is Spoon Lord.
She's on objects and tokens, but I think.
I can control Spoon Lord, so...
Yeah, so can I.
Maybe it's my.
Do you have the cursor selected top left? Your
Yeah.
tool?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, she seems to be on the token layer for me.
Okay.
But I'm still trying to sort out initiative here, and
I'll
everyone's
try
talking over it.
reloading.
So
Sorry.
Okay.
how do I get initiative up again?
The
Second
clock.
from bottom, I think.
Second from bottom on the tools.
No,
think
that's
it's
dice
second.
roller.
So it's something above that. Someone there.
There we go. Turn order. Turn
That
order.
one
And then you
Yeah.
need to clear it using the cog.
Cog. Remove all turns.
Yep.
Clear. Good. And then how do I add you all to it?
We
We-
can
we
add
roll.
We can do
ourselves.
that.
You
And-
need to add the zombies.
Yeah, I right click on them to add them to the turn
Yep.
order, right?
Yes. Yeah.
God,
Right
Mock is
click.
living up to his inebriated state.
Yes, he is. I'm trying to find a place for the turn order. I should probably roll with disadvantage.
What Mokan? Yes.
He's already rolled with a 5, so
What is going on there? Let's delete you.
Just put a -5 modifier.
apparently the stream is back to normal.
Oh, good.
Apparently, except I'm now frozen again, so I don't know. Hopefully the laptop will cool down again. I've got a cooling fan directly at the laptop, so hopefully it'll keep cool.
Where is Zombie 4?
There's 8 zombies.
He's at the bottom middle.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I thought I was being really clever when I put the zombies over people who look like people, but instead it means I can only get the people. Maybe if I move that person onto the GM layer. And then I'm free to click on zombie and
Oops,
add
wrong
them to
thing.
turn.
Clicked on Channel Divinity. Someone's thinking of using Channel Divinity. Turn undead.
Oh, there we go. I think I've added them all. Welcome to our Roll20 tutorial session tonight. I will be your unwitting host. Oh, and we need to add a turn for the Will-o'-the-Wisp.
Can the chicken so about Mocken by pecking his head? I think the chicken continuously pecked the back of Mocken's head anyway. So
When it's not giving ominous one-eyed leerings around the corner.
Let's just put in the zombies thing. So
if I do that, you can just about see the chicken once the stream catches up. Except that stream is quite a long time ago. Let me refresh. Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully the stream will catch up with itself in a few minutes.
almost there.
So there's 8 zombies on screen if you can't see that. I think there's 8. And a Will-o'-Wisp for those who can't see this screen properly.
There's a Will-o'-Wisp by the fire, and then 8 zombies, including one right by me.
Right by your side.
Yeah, no.
Right, they're all
So
in.
I'm kind of like,
how do I
where's Florian? Because
how
I'm
do I
pretty
shift it
sure
into
Florian would have
order?
been closer than the zombie.
Is it descending or ascending I want?
You want
Descending.
descending.
Right, there we go. There we go. So we
Oh,
have a
I'm going
lot
first.
going on here. But Tariel,
Well,
you
I'm
are
literally going
on
to freak
top of
out. I'm going to
things.
be like, not more undead, and then just smack the nearest zombie as hard as I can.
Well, the nearest zombie is the one which has appeared right in the midst of your group.
Yep. I'm
So,
going to use flurry
go
of
ahead.
blows, and I'm going to hit it 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, also, is the moon out?
Yes, I think we agreed it was last time.
Right, is the moon still out?
Yeah.
Great. Then I get a +1 to all of those. I think. Brian, what did my moon wraps do?
Yeah, they add +1 and +1 damage.
So they're essentially like a +1 weapon
Right.
and make my
if it's
fists
and
magical.
if it's ethereal,
Okay.
where it would take less damage because it's not fully formed, then it actually can hit that.
Great.
Okay.
Awesome.
So all 3 of your attacks hit.
Great. I have 3d4 plus 18 then.
Go for it.
plus 18.
Yeah, because it's +5 normally, but with the moon wraps glowing, it's +6.
Go for it.
This better not be a person under a delusion that you're just pummeling to death.
I'm freaked out and scared by this, so I'm going to pummel it. Anyway, 28 damage to the zombie standing beside me.
Yep, the zombie standing beside you is just literally and just is eviscerated. Bits of him fall all over Spoonlord and Mokan as you punch him backward in a flurry of blows, and he is down.
Woo!
There we go. There's one dealt with.
Okay, next in the queue is Florian.
Okay. Wiping whatever chunks of.
Oh, don't worry, you're far enough away. You're far enough away. Looking at the angle Tariel sent it at, only Spoonlord and Mokan were affected by eviscerated zombie chunks.
Cal, we need prestidigitation over here.
You got a bit
Spell
of
on
angst
aisle
on
4.
Spoonlord's just trying to lick it off.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be really bad if these are real people.
Sorry, I panicked.
And we don't have weapons with us, do we?
And technically, I
No.
could have decided not to kill that because I hit it with my fists. It was bludgeoning damage.
Too late, I think.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah.
Let that one go.
I mean, that
They'll forgive
one,
us one.
I will give it to you. That one, as you smack it apart, literally, if it was a real person, they must have been in real bad condition considering the way their wrists, arms, and ears fell off as you were punching them.
Great.
So honestly, if they were a real person, you might have been doing them a favor
Great.
and saved them a lot on medical bills. So
Oh.
Florian,
Claire
What would
Cat,
you
that's
like to
cool.
do?
Sorry. Claire Cat's just said in folklore, will o' the wisps lure travelers into swamps. They recently read a story with one where one was trying to warn people of the danger and was just misunderstood.
Oh,
I
I'm
don't
not
think
going to
we're gonna
mass
get that
murder an
lucky.
entire camp. At least
Just
not
a
by
little bit
myself.
of it.
Right. So, zombie. Let me see. One. Oh, I want to hit a zombie. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I'm gonna move over here. And what I want to do is actually pull out my crowbar.
ooh.
Nice.
that
Yeah.
wouldn't have been taken in as a weapon.
Nope, because you
You're
would
going
not
to
have
use your crowbar as an improvised weapon.
as an improvised weapon.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that I hit so that I can use all that bonus dice stuff.
Inspiration for thinking of using your crowbar.
Yep. Yeah.
Aha!
Yeah.
And I will be using inspiration. Thank you.
So you'll get it right back because you've already
Yep.
got it.
Apparently, this is the perfect time for the zombie love song. It's also the perfect time for Ari Your Brains. And Wolfsong has just
Wait,
suggested you try kissing it.
It's
Wanna
eat
steal
your
your
brain.
heart and eat your brains.
But it's they're not
I'm
unreasonable. No one's going to eat your eyes.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is a good song. I miss that song. I haven't listened to that in ages. Years.
Brain.
Just for that, one of the zombies has a punnet of cranberries.
All right. So what's my
Wolfsong has
bonus?
suggested you try kissing it.
Will you listen
No.
to chat?
Wolf song.
Have you
I
just
know
seen
where
what
you
Tariel
live.
just did with her fists? Do you think Florian wants to get thumped right now?
She's got goo on those
Aw.
hands. I don't want to get icky.
I
I'll
did
be
ask Cal
good.
to press the digitate.
Right. So improvised weapon, it's strength bonus plus bonfire.
We should be playing Thriller. Yeah, I wish we had a jukebox and we could just play random appropriate songs. 18.
You have rolled enough to hit, sir.
Oh, good. And then I still have my inspiration because I didn't roll twice. I should have rolled 2d20s, but that's okay. Because I hit. Ha ha.
You could still get a natural 20,
Oh,
Yeah, do it again in case you get 20.
but better.
but better.
By the way, in chat in Roll20, if you press up, it will repeat the command from above.
Didn't right. That was
I
a
don't
1d2.
think-
I
You
didn't
Yeah.
do that one
You
correctly.
didn't do that one right.
1d20 plus. Finally, someone else but me got a die roll wrong. I'm not alone.
No, I was the poor typer before you. So
Oh,
And the LBs have suggested someone cast Charm Person and do a dance off with the zombie.
Yeah.
okay, so yeah, that
I think you'll take the 18.
because it kept that previous roll of 1d2 and said, no, really, that was your roll. So anyway, now my damage is 1d. What is improvised weapon?
Hit 4.
D4
Yeah, I think it's a D4.
plus my strength
Depends
modifier.
if the GM is generous and says, "Oh, it's a crowbar, so it should be a 1d6."
Yeah. Occasionally, I
Yeah, does it work as a club?
I will roll a dice and see how generous I am.
With inspiration.
DM rolls generous.
With inspiration.
I don't think I'm feeling that generous. But no, you know what? I will let it be because I feel like not all improvised weapons are the same, and even though improvised weapons is a thing, you have to take into account what they are. And a crowbar, as an improvised weapon goes, that's going to do more damage than say a chair leg. So yeah, I'm going to say a crowbar is D6.
Yay!
And because there is somebody within 5 feet of that guy, we're going to make that 3d6.
Woo!
Because of sneak damage. 17.
I still did more damage than you.
You hit 3 times.
Okay.
I only hit once.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, because you've got your sneak attack. So does that mean you hit 3 times?
Nope.
Oh,
Just
okay.
once. Really well.
Yeah, but I made it look like one attack.
Because you've got those magic hands.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So the zombie is very, very staggered, and your crowbar goes about halfway through him, but he is still standing.
That's a bit gross.
Okay.
And you know what? Because of that, can you make a strength check to get your crowbar out?
Might do extra damage.
There's a zombie on your crowbar.
You get your crowbar out.
Yeah.
Woo! Look at that. I got a good roll. Okay, so as a bonus action, I'm going to. Let me see how many spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, it's
I
all right,
moved
Wolf Song.
20.
Even if my hands were magic, he wouldn't want them because they're icky.
Because they're icky.
Not till Cal's had them first.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, I think, is. Am I allowed to stand on this square even though there's an umbrella?
Yeah, it's a tent. You'd be
It's a
able
tent.
to. It's a tent. You'd be able to stand on sort of like the outer outskirts of that
Okay.
square.
Then I'm going to use my cunning action to disengage back to there.
Okie dokie. And next up, we have Kuldoro.
Well, since the zombie that was nearest Kuldoro is dead, Kuldoro will probably come and try and finish off the one that Florian was attacking.
Okie dokie.
And do a bite on that one.
That
That's a
hits.
14 hits. Right.
Yeah.
The zombie is therefore grappled,
Okie dokie.
and it does only 3 damage.
3 damage. That is 1 grappled and still standing and still very gross and mostly.
It has disadvantage on its attacks rolls, and we have advantage on attack rolls against it while it is grappled.
Honestly, the way this thing is kind of half in 2 at the moment, I think it has disadvantage on quite a lot of things in life. Combat is the least of its worries. Okay, so Spoon Lord, show us the way.
He's
Northwards.
currently covered in zombie.
Yes.
Spoonlord has tasted zombie and he wants more, so he's gonna run down to this one and try and turn it into like a giant chew toy.
Okay.
10.
You hit.
9 piercing.
Yep. Can you make a perception check?
As Spoonlord. Okay.
No,
No,
as Spoon Lord and Kutsara and Tariel.
Oh, Tariel? Okay. 15.
Spoonlord rolled a 20. Go
Spoonlord rolled
Spoony.
20.
Spoonlord's really good at perception.
Does Florian get a perception?
No, you're too far out.
Okay.
There's something happening over this way.
Because Sarah's really bad at perception.
It's like Spoonlord will tell me.
That one, yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
so Spoonlord actually has it very easy here. Spoonlord is a he. I should check this, shouldn't I?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As he bites down, he tastes warm human flesh, and Tariel, you hear a very definite, "Ah, my leg, my leg!"
Okay,
from
that one's
Zombie
real.
8.
That one's real. That one's
And
an illusion.
Zombie 8 falls down to the ground, and that's all you notice.
Okay, some of them are real and some of them aren't.
Oh.
That's confusing.
Welcome to the Fair of Illusions. I hope you were paying attention to where the NPCs were placed earlier.
Oh no.
We need a zone of truth.
Ah.
You need someone who can turn undead to make them run away. And it only works on things that are undead. But I'm very down very low on the initiative round, so it'll be a long time
Yeah.
before that happens.
Well, I would say any
Right.
zombies that run from us instead of attacking us, odds are good.
That let
we
them
can punch the
run.
ones that don't run. Yeah.
Until Morkan casts turn undead, in which case they'll all run.
Apparently, innocents are getting caught in it.
Yeah, apparently some of them aren't zombies. Thankfully, I seem to have punched a zombie.
Hopefully.
Well, something was eviscerated, so either it was a very, very rotting zombie, or it was a very unfortunate and sickly person.
Or it was
Right.
a really good illusion.
Or it was a really good illusion.
And my crowbar almost got stuck inside this zombie, so
Yeah, plus
And it's still
Bulldoro's got a
standing.
mouthful of it, so
yeah.
So here's
yeah.
hoping.
Um,
Cal, you are up, sir.
Right. Is Cal aware of this being an actual person over here at this point? As in, does he hear Tariel say anything, or does he not know at this
Yeah,
Yeah,
Tariel, as
gonna-
soon as she
I
heard,
said
made
something.
a.
Yeah.
point? Okay.
and I'm assuming someone's going to call Spoonlord off because I think he's a bit confused right now.
Cal's not going to think of that.
Okay. No.
Neither is Tariel, actually, to be fair.
Cal is going to run over here. This is the worker who raised his hand and got angry, right?
Yes.
He's going to run over there and just go, oi, 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 stop it. Innocent people being hurt. What's going on?
Okay. At that. Where is my dice?
So Cal is, just because I had to move the turn order, Cal is speaking to this guy here.
Yeah, sorry. Cal, can you take a strength check?
Strength check. Yes.
Cal is surely good at strength.
Cal is supreme at strength.
He is. He
Cal
is
the
supreme
Mighty.
at strength. Okay, so Cal, as you approach the man who's looking everywhere with a wild glint in his eyes and watching what looks like a revenge forming out of here, a desperate revenge on the people who are applauding the death of whoever was in front of him here. He looks at you trying to stop him, and he doesn't say anything. He's beyond talking at the moment. His teeth are gritted, and he goes, "Ugh!" And from his hand comes what you recognize as the spell Mage Hand, but cast in a slightly different way to the normal, trying to push you right back.
Can I duck?
Well, you've passed your
Attack.
strength check, so you manage to resist its push influence, and you remain where you are.
Okay. This is where it'd be really nice if Cal had some charisma spells. He doesn't. Okay, he's just going to continue going. Oi! You're making a mistake. Something's gone horribly wrong here. No one was laughing at someone dying. They didn't know anything was wrong. And he's just trying to persuade him to calm down and calm him down.
Okay. We will see how that works as the turn goes on. It is now a zombie's turn. Zombie 2, where are you? Come on,
On
Zombie
the
2, where
far
are
right.
you?
Where are
Are you? Zombie 2. There you are, you're over the turn order. That's why I can't see you, Zombie 2.
You've
So
got
Zombie
some
2
brains to eat
is
now.
going to come forward, shambling round, and is going to attack Cal.
Cal moved into danger.
Cal, does a 16 hit?
Maybe.
A more straight answer would be appreciated.
Yes.
Very well. Hello, cat. Sorry, I've got my cat really wanting to be stroked while I'm doing this. Cal, you can take 7 damage.
Just about.
Yeah, that's 7 bludgeoning damage for you. Good, Kitty, you rolled well. Yes, you did. You are my lucky charm now.
Almost
And
moved to be a
it-
white cat there.
Yeah.
It is now Zombie 8's turn, who you might remember just now screamed and fell on the floor, writhing in pain as Spoonlord was biting at his leg. He is going to... Is he grappled by that, I wonder?
Spoonlord knocks
Eh,
prone rather than grappling.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
he's prone.
Yeah, he's
It
prone.
must
He is...
Sorry.
He is going to try and get out of Spoonlord's way, which no one ordered Spoonlord to stop attacking, did they?
No.
Nope.
This lady's going to just start running off at the sight of a zombie. Spoonlord gets an attack of opportunity.
Of the screaming lady.
Yeah.
The screaming lady is another patron who just saw
Oh, okay.
this going off, and she's just running off screaming as what appears to be a zombie is shuffling off this way with a bloodied foot. But you get an attack of opportunity on Zombie 8. And as no one's warded him off,
Yeah, I think because nobody told him to stop, he's going to try and bite again.
Yep.
And the
14.
Spoonlord did have inspiration in from a previous stream, if you're interested.
Oh, okay. Great. Shashperation.
Spoonlord manages to catch the screaming and writhing zombie looking person as he tries to make his way away, and Spoonlord begins to shake his head and pull him back, and there's a bit of a struggle, and then the zombie falls quiet and still.
Oh no.
And it is now
Yeah.
Zombie 3's turn.
Spoonlord has had a taste of human flesh.
So it would seem.
And you seem to like it.
Yeah.
Zombie
It's got dark
3
quickly.
Zombie
Hey, it was
3
attacking his friend.
is
Spoon
going
was
to
protecting his people.
Yeah, it's fine.
1, 2,
Oh no.
3,
Oh, good.
4, 5, 6.
So, do Good Sarah and Cal both get attack of the
Opportunity.
opportunity if they
Yeah,
want?
yeah, you get an attack of opportunity going through.
If-
Cal is not going to attack. He doesn't believe the zombies are zombies. Despite having just been smacked by one.
I'm going to be like, if they want to run, let them run. If they smack us, smack them back.
Yeah. I think Sarah's gonna let it go.
Let it
Let it
go.
go.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
waiting for the Frozen reference to come
Let
in there. I was like,
Which does mean I've lost the game.
Oh.
Ah.
and as Mokan loses the game, 1 damage falls from the sky and hits him. No, I can't be that mean, but I want to be. I want to be.
Do.
No.
Yeah.
No. Zombie 3 continues running then as no one gets in their way, and as you watch them go, anyone who's listening hears them go, Sarah, where are you? Which makes you assume that it's either a very articulate zombie or a very human. Or a very something else, because not only humans exist in this world. It could be
No.
many things. And now it is the turn of the Will-o'-the-Wisp. The Will-o'-the-Wisp. Right, let's get that up. And sorry, I'm trying to look over my cat at my screen at the moment. So can you just move your head and bum a little bit? Especially the bum. Bum down.
He's just asking everyone to wiggle. Is this?
Okay. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
stream is struggling.
Okay, so the Will-o'-the-Wisp begins to move this way, ignoring most things around it until it stops behind Tariel.
Yay.
And it is going to make an attack
Ontario.
on Tariel because you eviscerated something.
Because I look like the strongest party member right now.
You are the strongest party member right now.
Yeah, only in terms of damage dealing.
Does a 15.
Oh, it doesn't. No.
Then
Yay.
you are fine.
Dodge.
Yeah.
And that is it? Let me just read this properly and check. Yeah, it's going to stay where it is, and
Okay.
that brings us to zombie number 6, which is going to move up this way, shambling on all fours and going until it comes to just by here, and it's going to glance back and forth between Kutsara and Cal.
No touchy.
And then, just as it seems set to move on, it lunges at Kutsara.
No. Not Spoon Girl.
And Kutsara does a... I need to be back on the zombies. Does a 13 hit.
Yes.
Then Kutsara, would you like to take... I mean, there's no like about it, you'll be taking this. Like 6 damage. Take 6 damage, please.
Okay. Ow. Fudge nugget.
Zombie 1 is then going to see this person here, who is, by the way, I should have named this one. This is Riella, by the way.
Ah.
So-
The character in red, which the turn order I've managed to move on top of.
Yeah,
This person.
yeah, that's Riella. Riella is going to see the zombie and isn't quite sure what to do. And so backs away and starts running towards you guys. And the zombie is going to follow. And as Riella comes up near to Kutsara, she's going to put out her hand. Her turn is kind of put in with Zombie's turn. She is going to throw out a spell at Kutsara, and Kutsara, you are going to suddenly receive in your hands
Ooh.
your equipment in illusory form. Make
Cool.
of that what you will.
Do you have an illusionary battle spoon?
No, the spoon she got to keep on her,
I should keep the spoon.
but she
okay.
has her crossbow and anything else on
Yeah.
her
Ah.
that she
Okay.
left behind.
So
Zombie.
crossbow and scimitar. Great.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And the zombie's not going to catch up to it. It's quite a slow one, this one. Zombie 4, meanwhile, is going to move over to where Spoon Lord is and does a 12 hit Spoon Lord.
No.
Then Spoon Lord is fine and can live to kill another
Ah.
person.
Yes. I'm
Another
not allowed
person.
to kill Spoon Lord. The
Zombie
stream
4,
will
so
hate you.
Kutsara, you are up.
Great. Kutsara is just gonna try and wail on Zombie 6. Ooh. Wrong character sheet. She is gonna cast Poison Spray.
DC Constitution.
So the zombie needs to do a Constitution
Yeah.
check.
He fails hard.
Takes 7 poison damage.
Okay, and that's to Zombie 6, is it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take
Let's
that,
not turn
motherfucker!
Spoon Lord into a zombie.
How much damage was it? Sorry, 7.
Yes.
Okay.
Curse you for a paper spoon. You dead thing.
Awesome. And then Zombie 7 is going to try, I mean, it's grappled, so it's going to only be able to try and ungrapple itself. And it fails. It fails horribly. I don't even need Coldoro to make a check against that because Coldoro will beat it.
Right.
Mokan.
Oh, Mockenstein.
I know, it's been a while.
How damaged are you, Cal? Can we see you damaged?
If it was a thing, Cow would be bloodied.
Oh.
Okay. So the first thing Mokan will do is he'll reach out into his bag and pull out the phoenix feather, which is now his holy symbol, because the most holy thing he can think of, and say, "All ye undead, turn away!" And every undead in that can see or hear me within 30 feet of me. So how far is this? Are all the zombies within 30 feet of where Mokan is? Or does he need to move?
I would assume they are. They all seem to be at this point.
Cool. So every undead creature that can see or hear me has to do a wisdom saving throw of 12, I think.
Okay. So those are only for the. By the way, Zombie 3, who you identified as a human person, I've just taken off the turn order and she's disappeared now.
Cool.
Running into the fair. So Zombie 6.
Now we
is-
know which ones are zombies or not, if you tell
Yeah.
us which ones are.
Zombie 6 is not okay. And which way do they go?
That's
They'll
opposite
on their
direction to
turn.
Mokan.
On
On
their
their turn,
turn.
they'll
Oh,
run
okay,
away
okay, I
as
don't need to
far
do that
away
yet.
from me as possible.
Okay, they don't need to do that yet then. Fine. Tariel, you are up.
Awesome.
Can I do my bonus action?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Okay.
Oh.
My
Nah, go on.
bonus action is using the same feather. He'll go, and Cal, I hope you feel better because this feather is quite nice. And he does healing word on Cal, which is a bonus action, which is 1d4 plus lots, plus 4 plus 2, 3, +3, so +7. Is it 1d4 +7? Yeah. So Cal, you get 8 hit points back, which is the very minimum I can do.
And with that, Cal is almost at full health.
And Cal, on that note, because this is something I forgot to put in the turn order because it's not technically a turn thing, but Tariel, you did start the turn sequence, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've gone
So,
one turn.
Before Tariel starts her turn, Cal, you notice the man who was so grief-stricken over the dead woman look at you, let out one final snarl, and he falls on the body, and then this happens.
That they
He
vanish.
vanishes.
Yeah, they disappear from view.
Both of them disappear.
What?
Hi, Lady Cat Biscuit. Awesome name. Sorry.
Lady Cat Biscuit.
Lady Cat Biscuit.
She is a fantastic streamer who was doing some
yay.
painting earlier, and Tiny
Ooh.
Human and I were watching over lunch.
Awesome.
Thank you for
Nice.
joining us.
Yeah.
I love the name, Lady Cat Biscuit.
It is a really good stream name.
Is it one of those names that just roll off the tongue? Lady Cat
It is.
Biscuit.
Lady Cat Biscuit.
I feel like that could be a character in the D&D campaign as well.
Lady Cat.
I feel that might be the next pet which gets put into the group. Lady Cat Biscuit.
Oh,
That would work.
Go alongside Spoon Lord.
yes.
I can imagine them being the best of friends or the worst of enemies. Not quite sure which.
Best
Cat and the dog.
friends.
Yeah.
Okay, so Tariel, you are up now.
Awesome. I'm going to turn around and attack the Will-o'-the-Wisp thing that attacked me.
Very well.
I'm probably going to do Flurry of Blows again. 'Cause I'm
Okie
really
dokie.
freaked out still. And that's what I did the last time undead things were attacking me. So these have all got an extra 1 on them. So that's a 15, 16, and a 24.
25.
Doodle-doodle-doodle-doo. The last one hits.
Only the last one.
Ouch.
Only the last one.
All right,
Ooh.
that's 1d4 plus 6.
Hello, Claire Cat.
Hey.
8.
Okay, and the Will-o'-the-Wisp. This is what
Hold
kind
on,
of damage
I
is it?
also get it's bludgeoning. But I'm also going to try and push it up to 15 feet from me. So it needs to make a strength saving throw.
Okay, well, first of all, the Will-o'-the-Wisp, as you hit it with all those amazing bludgeons of your fist, takes. You sense the fact for it, with its incorporeal form, you get the sense that you're not doing as much
No.
as your
My
fist
hand
normally
wraps
would.
hit ethereal stuff. I have magical shiny hand wraps that can hit incorporeal things.
And the Will-o'-the-Wisp has damage resistance bludgeoning.
Oh.
Just to throw that in for lack of confusion there. You are definitely hitting
Yeah,
it.
but
You are
is
definitely
it-
hitting it.
Is it damage resistance bludgeoning because it's incorporeal? In which case,
No, it's just written as damage resistance bludgeoning, acid, cold, fire, necrotic, thunder, bludgeoning, piercing, slashing.
no, that would imply it's because it's incorporeal,
It says from non-magical attacks.
non-magical. It is magical.
Oh, yeah. It would
The
be
hand
considered a
wraps
magical
are
attack.
magical. That's why I asked if the moon was out. It completely changes the type of attack I'm doing.
Okie dokie. Right, that's 8 damage then.
Okay.
But
Okey-dokey.
now I know my crowbar. It's going to be less awesome.
Yeah.
Florian.
About that crossbow. Or crossbow. Right. What am I going to do?
You could try kissing it.
Kissing the enemy is always an option.
If you can't trick it or stab it, kiss it.
That is
I mean,
Florian's motto.
Yeah.
It's incorporeal. It's not actually a real person. Tariel might not mind.
I mean, do your kisses count as a magical attack?
Well, Tariel, are my lips magic?
Not that
Oh.
magic. I don't know. Tariel
Are they even?
hasn't
Is
yet.
she even aware of
Tariel's
how
not-
magical your lips
Tariel
are
has
yet?
no idea the answer to that question.
We can only hope.
Oh yeah. All right. So what I'm going to do? 1, 2.
Guess that even magic laws count as a psychic damage.
Only when I've eaten onions and haven't brushed. Then it's completely psychological. All right. I'm gonna hit this zombie because we think this number 7 is zombie, right?
He's the one you got your crowbar
You
stuck
put
in.
your crowbar halfway through his body,
Yeah.
and
You also have advantage because he's being grappled by Caldoro.
Yes, which means I don't need to use inspiration. Perfect. I am gonna whack-a-mole.
Yes.
Boo! Oh, I get to do that again.
yep, you better do that again.
Oh, Castellan's suggestion that we get Florian some poisoned lipstick.
Oh yeah.
That's
Inspiration to Castellan.
That is better.
Yes.
You have whacked that mole.
I'm going to
Or
turn
zombie.
Florian into poison ivy.
Yeah. I can wear that
Yeah.
costume. Florian would look great in tight leather spandex. Like leather spandex, green spandex. All right. Damage. I shall roll damage. Roll 2. No, because you're within. So that's 3d6. Blow.
Oh, Lady Cat Biscuit, thanks for following.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, thank you, Lady Cat Biscuit. I still love saying
Just
that.
make sure Tariel can tell when
How
it's
easy to
on.
say.
I just did 18 more damage.
I compare you to a kiss from a rogue in the fray.
Oh, that is good.
Nice.
That is a great use of seal there.
That's a
That gets the
good
seal
one.
of approval.
Yeah.
Which is funny. I usually get the seal of disapproval, so I'm glad.
It was Seal who made that song, wasn't it? I'm not just making that.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
I
Batman.
was
Yeah,
doubting
no,
myself. And I was
we
like,
were
am I
aware
actually
that
being
was
funny?
pungent worthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
It
wasn't
was-
sure then. I was like, I feel like it is, but it's one of those songs I'm never quite sure.
Yeah, it was Batman and Robin, maybe. Batman
Yeah, it
and
was a Batman movie, wasn't it?
It was one of the Batman. Yeah.
That should
Man
join
returns.
us on. I'll just mention Discord because we've got a pungent on Discord, so that definitely deserves going into there.
So with 18 damage to Jan Zamba.
Yeah, with 18 damage, what you see happen as the crowbar descends on the zombie's head, you literally almost samurai-like go through him, but because his body is so wasted and desiccated, it kind of just crumbles into little bits that fall into Coldoro's mouth. And whether Coldoro wants to eat zombie is up to him.
Yeah, Caldoro will eat anything.
Ugh.
Does he recover health?
Probably
Wait,
not.
undead.
From a
Undead.
zombie, I'm
Not.
tempted to say that he should actually roll some kind of constitution check, but I won't.
Do you want him to roll a constitution check?
No, he's fine. He's fine. And it's also his turn.
Oh, right, so zombie
wait,
7
wait.
is...
Bonus
Yep,
action,
zombie
cunning
7
action.
is down. Oh yeah, sorry. I keep forgetting your extractions.
Yes.
You kids and your extractions. If only I was levels higher than I am in our other campaign, then I'd have bonus actions.
So I'm gonna come up here. Yep, that's it. Disengage to that spot. Now I'm good.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Spoon Lord.
No, Caldoro! You've missed Caldoro.
Oh yeah, no, sorry. Yeah, it's
Back up,
because I
back
said
up, back up.
Coldoro and then Florian decided to take the...
Doro's gonna come back me up because we're a
Okie dokie.
team and try and bite the will o' the wisp, which could be really interesting.
Is it a magic bite?
No. It's 22.
It hits.
So it's grappled? Can you grapple something in corporeal?
I don't. I'm gonna say no.
It only does.
Oh
2
no,
damage.
actually, condition immunity is grappled.
Yeah.
There we
so
go.
It can't be grappled, right? It does 2 damage and it's piercing, so it doesn't do much of anything.
Yeah.
That's 1 damage.
But Kuldura would still help me, so that is what Kuldura would do.
Spoon Lord, you are
Spoon
up.
Lord! Whoop, whoop. I mean, Spoon Lord's just gonna, yeah, attack this guy because he got slapped by a dead person. He doesn't like that. Ruff. Ruff, ruff.
Yeah, sorry. I'm just going to move. There's 2 layers here, so I'm just going to move this. Oh no, that's fine. Yeah. A 6
Not-
does not hit.
No, kind of.
Spoon Lord is too confused after the
Yeah.
first zombie didn't taste like
The-
zombie and isn't
the
quite
bit-
sure what's going on.
He's a bit half-hearted and has had a,
Yeah,
crisis of conscience.
yeah. Cal, you've just seen the person in front of you go foom. How would you like
Yeah.
to respond?
With
You've also got
shock and
Zombie 2
horror.
above you
Yeah, so question.
and Zombie 6. Answer.
Okay, great. Would a 15-foot cone be able to get this one and this one?
Well, I mean, the fair does sell ice cream, so if you've got enough money for it, getting them a cone might placate them. But otherwise, yeah, you should be able to get those with a cone, I'd say.
Awesome. In that case, Cal
Yeah.
is going to go.
Would it also get Kutsara and Riella?
Oh, only I can see where he's going from. He's going from the diagonal
I'm
upward
pointing
away from
that
you.
way.
not-
Oh, okay,
yeah.
right, yeah.
So it would do that.
I don't know why. I'm pointing at my screen as if you guys can actually see where I'm pointing and doing my angle.
Oh, you
I have to remember you are not in the room with me.
can't see what I was doing either.
Yeah, that
Goes
way.
that way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right.
Cool. In that case, he's going to just go burn zombies
Burn,
and cast
burn,
burning
burn.
hands.
Okie dokie.
So, firstly, I guess you need to roll Cal's side effects.
Yeah, those are always interesting. A dog appears, pees on your robe, and disappears.
Again,
Everyone's like, what?
If
It's not even Spoon Lord.
No, this is definitely not Spoon Lord. This is a little pug-like thing with a collar. A
It
very
says Mr.
glistening
Tiddles on it.
diamond. Yeah. Mr.
back to
Tiddles
the
pees
professor.
on you and disappears. And then it's dexterity saves for zombies. This will be fun. Let's see. How dexterous are you, zombies? One of them isn't feeling very dexterous. 2 of them aren't feeling very dexterous. So
Awesome.
they take 3d6 fire damage. Would you like to roll that, or shall I?
I am rolling. He didn't roll very well though. 6 damage.
Total from
well-
3d6.
1, 2, and 3.
Okay,
Wow.
well that's one of them. Which one would you like? I'll let you choose. Which one would you like to take that damage?
Zombie 6.
Okay, zombie 6 is taking how much, sorry?
6.
6.
Okay.
And,
And
zombie
half
1.
as much on a successful save.
Yeah, no, they didn't have successful saves.
And the other zombie takes 17.
Ooh, that's much better. That is 1 crispy zombie. Okay, that is 1
Cool.
very burning zombie right now, and the other one,
Flaming
not so
zombies.
much. Probably because it's near to Kutsara, you were probably a bit more afraid of hitting your own teammates. I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's it. Cal has that much control over his magic.
Yeah, maybe I'm being a bit over optimistic there. Zombie 2, who is now very much aflame.
Needs to check if he needs to run away from Morkan or not.
Oh, yes, he does. Well done on interjecting there, because I would have forgotten that. What's he got to roll?
12 wisdom, I believe. It was a while back.
Yeah, if it's a 12 wisdom, he is fine.
Therefore, he doesn't have to run away.
Yeah, he is fine, just. And that means he is going to... Well, I think it's a she zombie, actually. It's wearing a dress.
Mhm.
I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean anything. But he misses.
No.
He misses Cal because his arms are on fire. He's on fire. He can't see for the smoke, so he just blunders about. The Will of the Wisp is going to be surprised by Tariel's attack and be quite angry, and is
Mm.
going to attack her back.
I was kind of expecting that.
And it misses horribly.
Yay!
But as a bonus action,
Ooh.
because that would be oh yeah. Am I going to allow that? Yeah, I am. I am going to allow that. Let's roll some dice.
What is he allowing?
Right. The Will of the Wisp reaches back behind it to where Zombie 8 is, which you might remember was a person, or you suspected was a person. And as it does, you see tendrils of wispy smoke coming from it, and you hear a last from the zombie.
They didn't just suck the life out of it.
Really much. That's a very good educated guess. And the Will of the Wisp glows
Oh.
I think
rather
it just
spectacularly.
healed.
Glowy wisp.
Yeah.
Oh, glue wisp.
And then, is there anything else it can do?
I don't like this thing.
It's going to stay where it is for now. And that brings us on to Zombie 6.
Which needs to check if it needs to run away.
Yes. And to be fair, it is running away now, but I think I'd already rolled for Zombie 6 the first time, and it is going to try and run away, which gives 2 attacks of opportunity between Kutsara and Cal.
Oh,
Aha.
but non-magical, and we have no weapons, right?
Kutsara
Kutsara
has
has.
some
Kutsara has
weapon.
Kutsara has illusory versions of her weapons, and she has her spoon, so whatever she wants to use, she can see if it does anything.
Okay. So she can't use poison spray again.
Not for
Okay.
attack at opportunity.
Okay. Alright. Fine. She's going to attempt to. So as it runs past, I think she's going to attempt to stab it with her battle spoon.
Okay, that's the weapon you actually already had, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yep.
Okie
Yeah.
dokie.
Oh. Sorry.
20. Nice.
Battle spoon
Nice.
rough.
That
Yes.
hits.
Great. 1d4 plus 1. Okay. Four.
That is 4 damage to Zombie 6, and then Zombie 6 takes off outward toward the fair, but essentially off the map, so I'm going to delete Zombie 6.
Goodbye, spoon.
Let's just move you. There we go. Okay, so that's Zombie 6. Zombie 1 is going to see what it wants to do.
Mhm.
It is fine. Zombie 1 is fine. And Zombie 1 is going to see that Zombie 4 is dealing well enough with Spoon Lord, and is going to continue to chase Riella, who's now going to move up to where Florian is and behind him. And as she does, sorry, I'm letting her have her turn around Zombie 1. Riella, as she nears you, Florian, she does another spell as she did before, and suddenly your gear appears to be back with you in a sort of illusory, mystical way.
Awesome.
Cool. And zombie 1 moves up to Kutsara and then will attack Kutsara.
Yay. Fun, fun.
Kutsara, how do you feel about 19s?
Oh, depends. Are you giving
when
me
they're
19
attacking
health
you.
points?
When they're attacking you, how do you feel about 19s?
Oh, very squished.
Well, how do you feel about 2s for damage?
Take
2 damage.
that
And that
one
is
off.
2 damage, yeah. And that's zombie 1. Zombie 4 is attacking Spoon Lord.
Running
Oh no,
away
zombie!
first?
He's actually he's got to see if he passes the thing first. He does. Oh, these zombies are going very well and running away. And 17 for Spoon Lord damage. Not damage,
Oh.
attack. Does it
Yes.
hit?
Ow.
Okay, and that is 7 damage to Spoon Lord.
Ouch.
Cool, Spoon Lord.
Kutsara, you are up.
Right. Right. She's going to attack zombie 1 with the amazing stabby stabby battle spear.
Battle Spoon.
Battle spear.
That was an
11.
11 hit. Andrew?
Sorry, does what hit? Sorry.
11.
11.
Sorry, I was just quickly looking at chat because I realised I hadn't actually looked at it in a while, so I wanted to see what was going on. I was curious. 11 does hit. You
Hey.
hit.
Yes.
Do your damage.
Roll the damage. 5.
The zombie loses a couple of fingers from one hand.
Right.
And then they hit them. That was just them falling off, right?
Sadly not. Zombie 7 is dead, so he doesn't need to be on the turn order. Mokan, you're drunk but still very much alive. What would you like to do?
Well, Mokan seeing Spinlord get hurt, and he very much cares about animals. He's just going to run here, followed by here, and cast Cure Wounds on him. On Spinlord. I don't think he passed anything that could attack him. Maybe Zombie 1.
I'm not on about the attacking. I'm a little more thingy about how you took that route, because there's a load of baggage and a sort of tent canopy you're over there. So
should I go around it?
you can't, because of where you were before. Zombie 1 is in the way.
In the way. I'll
From where
just
you
go
were
run
before.
past him.
Zombie 1 is in the gap.
Yeah. Can I just run past him?
Push
Yeah,
past him.
Zombie 1 would get an attack of opportunity though.
That's fine. Mokan cares more about the dog than himself.
Okie dokie. So attack of opportunity first. Does a 15 hit?
No.
Then you may proceed.
Mokan will go Spoonload and stroke him and Cure Wounds, which is 1d8 plus 7. What's his max HP?
15.
Essentially, do I need to roll this or not?
He's currently on 8 health points.
He only needs 7 more, which means you might as well have not rolled it because it was a d8 plus
Yep.
7.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spoon Lord feels invigorated.
And that's my
Back to full health.
Inspiration Mokan for being selfless.
Yeah.
and then he also has a cantrip. Do I do that? No, that won't be useful. He'll just use Sacred Flame on the zombie in front of him.
Okie dokie. Zombie 4.
No, sorry, that's a full action Cure Wounds. Sorry, can't do that.
Oh.
So Mokan will just stay there as a target instead of Spoonlord.
Very selfless. Very selfless. Tariel.
I think I'm going to keep wailing on the will of the wisp, especially as it just healed itself. I don't know
Go
what
for
else
it.
to do.
Is it a good time to pause the stream because it's the end of round
For a break.
for
Yes.
break?
It is technically interval-ish time.
Yeah, sure.
We could take an interval.
Yeah. Anyone needs LPR breaks?
Yeah.
Little LPR break.
It'll be
Like I
right
will.
back.
Okie dokie. I will get some water and be right back.
Cool. Yeah, now we talk about stuff in this interval. Yeah, people are saying we should learn songs for Pyramid.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we posting that? Pyramid stream on our Discord?
Pyramid stream on the Discord if you've got a song request, and then we'll work out who could sing it.
If I do not recommend me singing it, so people will be running instead of.
You might want to check it. We have a request already, and it involved the word kiss. Oh no, it says the GIF. That's the one that doesn't kiss. Or I suppose technically, and you're in Kissed a Siren once.
Yeah, that did not end well for him. That tactic was not his favorite. He likes telling stories about kissing barmaids and the like, even if their name is Steve.
Barmaid Steve.
The lusty barmaid.
Yes. Which now Alev is looking for,
Yep.
as well as his father.
Can you tell me about Steve and tickling?
No.
Shake It Off
Sorry, I put that out.
by Taylor Swift. Is our first request for the Pyramid stream. I predict a riot by Kaiser Chiefs.
Yeah, nice.
I'll bring in Tiny Human. She can sing it. I mean, at least a third of it.
Which one? Shake It Off or
Shake
I
It Off,
Predict a
yeah.
Riot? Okay. Yeah.
Shake It Off, because she likes to dance around to it, and you'll get some of the words, kind of ish. I mean, she's 2. Like, said I know all the words yet.
Yeah.
Did your book come out this week, Jess, or was it last week?
It came out last week, but it had a promotion
fair
on
enough.
Saturday. But
Fair enough.
I have a book out on next Saturday. Number 3 is out next Saturday in 5 days, 4 and a bit days time.
Nice.
Gosh, I'm losing track of it all.
And number 4 is on
4 is
pre-order.
now up for pre-order. Yeah, I stopped the links and.
Yeah.
I feel a bit like every stream at the moment we're mentioning my books because there's so many coming out so fast. It's just like, here's another one, and here's another one.
I think it will slow down after 3, and plus we don't mind getting your books out. So.
Hi, Potterbutts.
Yeah. Well.
So number 3 is
Hi,
out
Puddles.
in 4.5 days. That's number 3. And then the same link, but with a 4 on the end. Here's number 4, which is now up for pre-order. Number 4 is coming out June 14th, I think. And then they will be once a month, once every 4 weeks after that, rather than every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Because every 2 weeks is insane.
It's awesome.
Everything is awesome.
Everything is good when you're part of the guild.
That's right. Hi, Puddles. I think we're doing fairly well. It seems like we're doing well. None of us have died yet, which is good.
Oh, thank you for the happy Mother's Day, Potterbutts.
Oh yeah, and you said that in the UK that's not.
It
Mother's
wasn't
Day for
actually
you guys?
yesterday. No, ours was back in March.
Yeah, I got thrown
Oh.
by that then for a minute, thinking, Happy Mother's Day. Have I
no,
forgotten something?
Mother's Day was in March. It was March the 14th this year.
which is Pi Day, my son's birthday, his 20th birthday. We were grateful that you are a mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonder why they're different days between places.
Hallmark, when they needed to sell cards to make their quotas for the quarters.
That makes sense.
Yeah, in Brazil it follows the US date, so I had to wish my mum happy birthday, happy Mother's Day, twice a year because we live in the UK, but we lived in Brazil, so twice a year she gets a Mother's Day card.
Yeah, I watched some of Puddlebutt's stream this morning. It was my morning. I think it was Puddlebutt's last night, and yeah, let's just say it was interesting. The other people on the stream were having an interesting conversation. Let's say.
Should we watch it back?
The
then?
night that I didn't stay up to watch you, Puddles.
It was quite impressive.
Next time.
But it was the first time I got to watch it because I noticed Puddlebutts was streaming and I was making breakfast still. I hadn't started work. So I was like, yay, I actually get a few minutes to watch. Yeah,
Your
it was
mods
good
are awesome. I love talking to them.
Oh. So if you don't follow Puddlebutts yet,
You should.
do so. So are we back from our interval? I don't think we have anything else to add.
I think so.
I'm back.
Everyone's back, so.
Yeah, I'm good if everyone else is.
Let's roll.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
What are we rolling? Initiative, dexterity?
I think Tariel's,
Damage. Nothing
Tariel's
Tariel.
up to roll first.
Tariel's about to wail on this wisp thing. with
Wail
her
on a
fists.
wailing wisp.
Again. Each one of those gets an extra +1. I think one of them's a definite miss.
One of them hits.
Oh, does 17 not hit?
Nope.
Wow.
Wow.
This thing is hard.
That's what
She said.
she said.
I do max damage at least. I do 10 damage.
Yep, 10 damage to it. And
And magical
you get,
damage.
10 magical damage, yeah.
if it's
Magical
any
poison.
consolation on how hard it is to hit, you get the feeling that you did an awful lot to it with that one hit.
Okay. Oh, also, I'm going to try and knock it prone or move it 15 feet. Move it 15 feet backwards. I'm can it make a strength saving throw?
So I'm just checking what it's what would it do to it?
It would push it 15 feet away from me.
Is that all it would do? It wouldn't make it prone or anything.
I could do a dexterity saving throw to knock it prone, but I want to push it away from me.
Okay, you can do that much. It has a condition immunity for prone. So I'm actually going to say, just with it being what it is,
Strength saving throw.
yeah, I might give it advantage on that.
Trying to push.
Literally, I'm trying to thump it so hard it sets it back 15 feet.
Okay, yeah, I'll allow that.
Mm.
5, 10, 15. Yeah, it's by there now.
Oh.
Okay, Florian.
So, all right. Question as a just a point of clarification. If I have a sword that's a +2, does that
Yes.
make it magical?
Yes. Yes, it does. A
There we
rapier
go.
+2, but you don't have your rapier +2.
I have an illusory
Rapier +2.
rapier +2.
You will have to see what it does.
Let's do it. Come on. Let's and I'll have to use my inspiration when I attack, or else I won't get sneaky dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my god. Why did you push it so far away?
Sorry, I wanted it away from me.
I know.
Tariel's
I know.
completely panicked right now. She's
And
like,
that's
more
my-
undead, and it's totally your fault. Though it's not Florian's.
It's
It's
the
Brian's
GM
fault.
Brian, yeah.
Because of the one shot he did for Taria.
Yeah, that was my fault.
You've
Yeah.
scarred my character for life.
Yeah.
Everyone she knew became
Everyone became either like a doppelganger changeling type thing when their faces
shade.
changed, or they became
Yeah.
a shade or a zombie or something. Everyone apart from the monk that trained me.
Yeah, no, I definitely tried to be like, oh, who is important in your life? Yeah, great.
That's
Now kill
what
it
means
because
they're
it's now a
zombies.
dead thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
No.
so I'm going to come up on this Will-O-Wisp, and I am
Yep.
going to use my apparently illusory thing.
And you're using your advantage as well,
Rapier.
did you say?
And yes,
Inspiration.
yes, I have to use my
Your
inspiration,
inspiration,
so I can
yes.
attack with advantage.
Okie dokie.
24.
24.
You hit, and before you roll damage, as you strike your sword down out of the air, it seems to glow with a fiery might, and a kind of nova explodes from it forward as you strike the will of the wisp.
Yes!
Boom.
Huzzah! Smack.
Huzzah,
Although
smack.
it would be more of a
Ah,
stabby thing because it's a rapier, so it'd be like, ha ha, huzzah, stabbeth. So now
Yeah, it'll be more of a bolt of nova then. It'll be a nova
Pulse of
bolt.
Nova Bolt. Okay, so I'm going to do a so do I roll damage normal?
Yeah, roll damage normal.
Then Andrew will work out what to add.
And I also will get my sneak attack dice because I was rolling with
Inspired.
advantage. Yes, let me make sure I did that right. Okay. Pew! 19.
The will of the wisp is pierced right through its chest. It looks down at itself and then bursts. And along with it bursts the giant barrel of ale that it's standing across. The 3 boxes next to it catch fire, as does the barrel on the right, and everything around you is just amazed as a giant beam of light explodes everywhere.
Wow.
So pretty good.
Is that what happened
Wow.
when you kissed the spider?
Oh, there were explosions. It was just in my pants, not the barrels.
Yeah, no comment.
Okay, so
I don't think anyone knows how to
I was
react.
going to say to that one.
right. So is the Will-O-Wisp still there?
No, the will of the wisp is completely and utterly gone, and these barrels around you are all on fire.
Am I on fire?
No, you're fine.
Great.
You are fine.
Okay. So
You did use your inspiration on that though, did you?
yes, you're
Yes.
right. I sure did. So I'm going to go ahead and wipe out my inspiration. And I'm going to look over at Tariel and be like, "Did you see that? That's a proper poke."
Tariel's not going to be impressed. She's still too scared.
And I still have 5 feet of movement if I wanted to go one more square back, which I do. I want to go this way because I want to get away from fiery things.
That seems sensible.
So that is the entirety of what I can do.
Okay, and at the end of your turn, Zombie 2 crumbles away to nothing. Zombie 1 makes a in pain, and Zombie 4, who I think is the only other zombie still going, also makes a very noise.
Like the illusions are falling apart. Now we've killed the wisp.
That is one way of looking at it.
But they're still alive and attacking us?
The ones which just went "Roar," are definitely still alive. Whether they're still attacking you, you could ask them nicely not to and see what happens.
They're wobbly but angry. They're like nasty jellies
Yeah.
with sort of some skeletal structure holding them together still.
Which brings us to Coldoro.
He's apparently a nasty jelly by that segue.
Okay. I would probably get Caldoro to go eat some more zombies, so he'd probably come around the back here. Can he get to zombie 1 from there? Above zombie 1, by going around the back of everything.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Cool. We're going for a bite on zombie 1 then. 20. Does that hit?
Yep, that is a hit.
And it does 5 damage.
5 damage. And that is... The zombie crumbles away to nothing into Coldoro's mouth, assuming Coldoro is still eating zombies.
Caldoro seems to still be eating zombies.
That is one shoveled zombie.
Great.
Thoroughly shoveled. And that brings us to Spoonlord.
Oh, Spoonlord is still gonna try and rip a limb off zombie 4.
Okay. That hits.
Yes.
And
Fine.
zombie 4 also crumbles away and is no more, leaving you shaken with the other people around mostly gone and one dead body on the floor of what you now see to be an old man.
Oh.
Oh.
And Riella is there too.
Stop killing people, Spoonlord.
And apparently this crate is on fire.
This crate is on fire.
This be a bad time to get out marshmallows.
Yes. Yes, it would. Just a little
Okay,
inappropriate.
Yeah, okay.
Any chance at all that we can revive this old man?
Is he dead, or is he mostly dead?
I take it you're actually looking over him and inspecting him. When you inspect him, whatever happened with the will of the wisp when it used its tendril spell, the man looks like he's been dead for quite a long time now. Almost like the decaying process has been accelerated rapidly and he's very dried out.
Cool. I think he is no more.
Riella is going to come over behind you all and she's just muttering to herself. She's like, no, this is not where it's supposed to be. This isn't how it goes. This was not on the agenda. Is that guy real? Is he dead?
Yes.
I was just going to step in front of her and go, no.
So at this point, I'm going to look at her and say, Riella, you really need to trust us with what entirely is going on. Why are there zombies here? What is behind all this that you don't want us to know? You need to be completely honest with us now. And I will roll persuasion if you like.
Yeah, you can roll persuasion on that. That is fine.
While you're doing that, Kutsara apparently has got inspiration for something that happened on Discord.
Well, apparently, inspiration Kutsara for meeting the rap challenge on Discord.
Yo.
Yeah.
Yo.
You should read it out loud.
Yeah, I want to hear this. I'm not even on the Discord right now. So I don't know
Happened
what's
on
going on.
Discord.
Yeah, stay on Discord. Don't look at my roll.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, someone asked
Do you want to wrap that, Kate, or would you like someone else to?
I'll give it a go.
Okay.
In some dark rocky cabin, born and raised in a temple is where I spent most of my days.
Yep.
Singing and praying and playing the spoon, serving my goddess from dawn until noon.
Awesome. Epic inspiration,
Nice.
Katara.
Yeah.
That's as far as I've got. So yeah, feel free to suggest other verses.
Okay, so on that, Riella is going to look at Florian and shake her head and go, I don't know what to say. This has never happened before. That man, that was Dendrick. That was Dendrick. Who was that with him? Who was that with him? I recognize her. I think that was his girlfriend or wife. Someone who was traveling to see him. Oh my goodness, what could have happened? She
Who
is
is
So the people who disappeared.
yes.
who is Dendron?
Dendron, he's one of the people who run security at the place. They're one of the few who can, and she sort of puts her head down a bit and remembers what you said about being completely honest and says, the mages who run security here, they're one of the ones who can bypass some of the safety measures we have in place on our illusions. They can make them real to the point that I suppose they could hurt someone. But that's never happened before. We've only ever had mild problems like the stones in the village last year. This isn't me. This is not me. I didn't do this.
Is
I
it
think
seems
we
very
worked that.
eager.
We had worked that out. I think that it wasn't actually her, or at least Tariel had.
Is it possible that somebody else might be trying to sabotage you or make it look like you are making mistakes like this? Is there somebody who might be jealous of you taking over?
Riella thinks for a moment, trying to rack her brains, and then just puts out her arms and says, I don't know. A lot of people have been unhappy with the way I've been taking the direction of the fair recently. They've been trying to talk to Mr. Munderson about it, but I mean, he can't really talk to anyone about it. So I guess they feel like maybe he's been blowing them off and they needed to get it across another way. I don't know. I just don't know.
How can we help you right now?
She takes a moment and thinks. And then she says, okay, we do have procedures for this kind of thing. The first thing which will be happening, all of the illusion mages will be gathering up with all of the guests and trying to bring them together in one place. It's not safe to leave the fair now. If the illusions are in any sense real and getting out of hand, then we need to stay together and be able to protect them. That should be the first place we should go. After that, I guess, and she looks around again, quite nervous, and says, we might have to deal with Munderson.
I have to deal with Munderson. Are we assuming Munderson is doing this?
Munderson is, well, he's not quite the person everyone thinks he is anymore. He was old even when he first made the fair, and well, his whole world was based around making illusions that people believed, and eventually when he was old and close to passing on, well, he kind of did that for himself.
Okay.
She shakes her head and just says, this can't get out to anyone else. Very few other people in even the fair know about this, but Munderson's been dead for about 100 plus years. His illusion comes out every now and again from the tent as part of a rota to appease the crowds and let them know that they're all at Munderson's fair. But other than that,
Tariel at that point is pretty much just going to be like, kind of nope. I can't do more dead people. And look at Florian, be like, just, I don't know what to do at this point.
Can we just have our actual weapons back and go and like really kill this dude? Like,
Well, honestly, this illusory one that just blew up into big flames, I'm okay with keeping this for a little while. And thank you for giving us that opportunity to have these wonderful glowy weapons.
Yes, yes,
is there-
I can give them all to you actually, and Briella will use her magic to give you illusory versions of your gear and weapons which were taken from you at the front gate, and she'll tell you that as long as you're in the fair and as long as she's the one giving it to you, she has permissions enough to make them as real as your weapons, if not better.
oh,
I liked the better last time. So, who else knows that Munderson is dead?
She cocks her head to one side and goes, "It's just me. I didn't know at first. When I first joined the fair years and years ago, I was convinced that he was alive just as everyone else. He's done a brilliant job of creating his illusion and making it run just right, so it seems like he's a real person. And then I created the Garden of Rest, and I guess he liked that for some reason. He seemed very drawn to me after I made that exhibit and started telling me all these things about how I would one day take over the carnival and fair, and I was going to be the future. And then it was only about a year or so that he admitted his secret to me, and I realized that the person I'd been talking to all this time just wasn't real. It was just a illusion, magic running on old enchantments that just keep cycling over and over. He had a brilliant mind, that one, in life, but whatever Munderson is now, he's just gears.
Cal's just going to go, this sounds really, really cool. If anyone knows anything about enchantments going wrong, you've come to the right guy. I would say we go look at Munderson.
Go
Yeah.
straight to Munderson. I was going to say potentially the Garden of Rest if that
Yes.
changed something.
Yeah, I think we need to investigate this Garden of Rest if that's what's triggering something to change. I highly doubt going into a large grouping of everyone together is the best idea, because if somebody is bypassing the security measures to make things real, having everyone in the same place is a disaster waiting to happen.
Yep.
Riella's going to think about it and nod and say, there is one other thing that we should maybe try, and I think I'll need you adventurers for this. It's something I would never have even considered doing, but, well, given the circumstances and given how Dendrick is right now, I don't think we have much of a choice. She takes a deep breath, almost like she's contemplating the end of the world, and says, around the camp, there are 2 magical orbs which we have to put out every night, which help channel the enchantments about the place. They're very key to our illusory work and making sure that it appears real and that our powers are augmented. And those things, if we can take them, then I don't know quite how it works, but they will transfer power from Munderson to
You?
the next best person in charge. At least
Mock
then
and
I
go.
could turn everything off.
Mocken goes, what if we smash balls?
I'm going to do an insight check on that statement. I'm going to use my inspiration.
Okay. Yeah. What particularly are you using your insight for here?
Whether she's sort of, she really is going to turn it off. I still don't trust her.
Yeah, okay. You get the feeling from what you've seen so far of the fair and her obsession with it and everyone's obsession with the fair that this would be quite an undertaking to turn it all off just like that and ruin the fair forever.
But she will do it? I'm trying to work out if she's being truthful in saying she'll turn it all off.
Or at least attempt to.
You get the feeling that she won't
Okay.
in your gut.
Mokan does ask, what if we smash orbs?
I'm going to look at Florian and I'm just going to say, I've got the gut feeling this is a bit like your spider situation. And you're going to do something and it's not going to be quite what you expect.
Sorry, there were several questions there at once. What was Mocken's question?
What if we smash the orbs?
Yeah. Riella's going to look quite concerned about that and then just shake her head and say, honestly, I don't think they can be broken, or at least if they can, it's going to take a tremendous amount of force. Everything about the
strong.
carnival was meant to last.
Mokan is strong.
Riella,
that's all he'll say.
Riella runs her hand through her hair and says, I'm sure you are, and I guess if you wanted to try it, you're welcome, but it would be one way of turning off all the power, but I'm not sure it would work.
Well, no way to know unless we try. I suggest we move, and move quickly.
To the balls, the garden, or Munderson? I reckon we go Munderson.
To the
Munderson.
balls.
To the
Always
balls.
start with the balls.
You also mentioned the Garden of Rest.
Yeah, Garden of Rest, Munderson, or
Balls.
or the balls.
Magic
Or the
ball.
balls. To be fair, with your group, I feel
Flashing-
like introducing the possibility of going after magic balls is kind of like a given.
Yeah.
If we can't smash the balls, and break all the illusions, then I say we go into the Garden of Rest to see if we can figure out what's
Figure out
gone
what
wrong.
happened.
To the balls.
That's my to the balls.
Mokan smash.
Okay. How
Let's
many of
grab
you
this
are
fair by the
taking?
balls.
How many of you are taking
From
Riella's
the windows
blessing on your
to the
weapons, as in
walls.
giving you your weapons back?
Oh yes.
I think probably everyone
Yeah.
but me, because I'm the only one that didn't need it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So everyone but Tile gets their weapons back in an illusory form, which can be better than what they were originally.
While we're heading to these orbs, if I get a
Mhm.
moment
Staff is
to
smaller.
Riella, and I would kind of whisper to her as we're walking, if
Yeah.
you aren't going to do what you say you will, I just want to warn you, we will destroy you too. I'm going to threaten her.
Riella's going to stiffen at that quite a bit and give a sort of slow nod and say, this carnival is my life. I've got to do what I've got to do. You've got to do what you've got to do.
Okay.
And then that's as far as she's going to leave it, as she is going to try and excuse herself now and say that she wants to join the others in creating a perimeter to stop Gendrick and looking after the
So she's going to leave us to find the
survivors.
orbs by ourselves?
Riella.
No,
I
she's going to
believe-
tell you where they are. There are
Okay.
2 orbs that you need to get. One of them is on the outskirts of the forest, just beyond the fair, and the other is by a section of tents in the topmost corner. And along with Gunderson's personal wagon, they make a kind of triangulation effect. So you've got, should have explained this earlier. So Riella explains that Gunderson's wagon is like a magic orb in and of itself, and the 2 others work together in tandem to keep all of the fair's stuff working at peak condition
Okay.
within its bounds.
Yeah, so we could just move them back to the wagon and then talk to Gunderson and the fair's neutralized.
Ooh.
As soon as Riella goes, I will tell the group that I don't think she's entirely telling the truth. She won't turn the orbs off. I will tell them what I learned from the
Okie
insight
dokie.
check. And I just threatened her. And she said, "You do what you've got to do, and I'll do what I've got to do," implying that she's not going to switch this off.
Okay, so here's what I say: abandon ship on the balls. Neglect the balls for now. Let's go to Munderson
Go straight to Munderson.
because she thinks we're going to the
orbs.
balls.
Okay.
We're gonna make her
Okay.
choke on them.
It's too easy.
Yeah,
Florian
okay.
is not allowed to kiss the ball.
No. Florian is not kissing the balls.
Okay, so we're moving up from the balls and going to
We're going to Munderson.
Work our way up.
Is
the
he
balls
allowed?
to the-
Is Florian allowed to kiss Mundrin then?
Munderson.
That's
No, if I'm there, no. I'll give it a go.
A little bit of revenge.
If it works for Florian.
Okay, I've just moved you to the placeholder map because I do not have anything for Munderson's outer
Sorry.
wagon.
And I think we should also
Andrew,
try
we've
and
probably
be
gone
somewhat
completely
stealth.
off.
We should also try and avoid seeing what's her nuts.
Riella.
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 If we
What's her
catch if we catch sight of her, we need to make sure that we kind of skirt around, try
Yeah.
to not take a obvious route.
Yep. Also, hello. Is
Whoa.
it Harissa map on?
Oh, hey Harissa.
Harissa. Hi.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us. She is practically my neighbor.
Awesome.
And by which I mean she is like 30, 40 miles from me, but in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, that's
That's a neighbor.
neighborly.
Yeah.
40
Awesome.
miles.
Yeah, we are going to go see Munderson then.
Okay.
Via a route that Riella would not see.
Yep, she eventually goes off her own way and you end up going to Munderson's wagon. You reach it and it is a very ornate looking wagon, painted very festive and with reds, blues, very, very nice to look at, with a grand door and little wooden steps. And that is what you see.
Cal's going to walk up and knock.
There is no response.
Going to try the door.
The door does not open.
It's locked.
Is
Florian.
there
Look
a-
to
Lockpick
Florian.
tools. You're up.
Is there an obvious lock?
No.
There we go.
It's the magic lock.
Cal's just going to look at Mokan and go, "You knock?"
Is there a
Last time I
window?
knock, I hurt
there-
my hand.
Yeah, no, is there a weak point into this caravan?
Can I do like an investigation to see if I see, or perception, which one ever you'd prefer, to see if there's an alternate?
You can use
routes?
perception. Yes, you can use perception to inspect the whole wagon.
I got 23.
This is usually how it works. You find things and I unlock it.
Malcolm really doesn't perceive things very well.
Drunk.
That is true.
And where are...
So he might try the door because he can't remember that last time he tried the door, it hurt.
Carl, are you trying anything here? Or are you just...
Oh no, I'm relying on everyone else.
Yeah, it's fine.
Can
We're
Malcolm
in
try the
descending
door
order,
with
so-
strength?
Descending.
Okay, so as you look around, you see there are windows, but they are pitch black, giving the suggestion that there's something going on to make them so.
Okay.
Study of the wood. If you tap on the wood beams, they feel harder than normal for wood. And everything about it seems just very, very super solid and sturdy. Less like a wagon and more like maybe some kind of room you would expect at a castle.
Can I climb up on top of it?
Yes, you can.
I would like to climb up on top of it.
I want to try and beat her to the top.
Okay, both of you
course you
take
do.
dex checks.
Dex checks.
And
Dex saves, or would you
and
like
checks.
acrobatics?
Hang on.
Acrobatics. Do acrobatics.
Wait. I have
10.
second story work.
Oh, you're really good at this.
I get to climb faster than normal. Climbing no longer costs extra movement. In addition, when you're running, make a running jump, the distance you cover increases by the number of feet equal to your dex modifier. So I actually get to move faster.
Okay.
So while they're doing this, Mokan will have tried the door and bar it down, like try to open the door with its
Kitsara's-
just brute strength.
Kitsara's
Right.
going to look underneath the wagon. Cover all bases.
Oh,
So
I thought we
Florian
were doing,
beats me
we were
to the
doing
top.
dex.
Yeah, I did acrobatics because I prefer that to
yeah.
a dex check. But I should have done a dex check because I have a higher bonus.
Yeah, Florian beats you to the top. Mokan, when you hit the door, it feels again harder than wood should feel by quite a significant margin. And you come away, you're not hurt, but you've got you feel like you might have bruised your shoulder a little bit.
Cal's just gonna go, remember, doors are evil.
And I would
Mokan
like
remembers
to,
now.
I would like to offer a hand to Tariel because I beat her up to the top, so I'm going to offer her a hand on the last step.
He's not going to accept it.
I'm still going to smile at you and kind of give you a bow and step back for you.
Okay. Right.
And yeah, can you then, Mokan, Florian, and Tariel, can you make dex checks?
Dex checks. Dex saves?
Yeah, dex saves actually.
Nice.
Mhm.
Potentially something's about to happen to me, but everyone else is probably safe.
Mokan got
Yeah.
16, Tyrell 12, and
Brian 22.
This would have been
Florian,
a good
22.
time to
Florian.
do like a detect traps or something.
Yeah.
Pretty much around the same time that everything is going on at once. So you've got Mokan going up the doors, you've got Florian and Tariel going up onto the roof.
Kitsara's gone underneath.
That is fine, you are fine.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
Woo.
But the rest of you, you hear a humming, and Florian, because you've passed on top of the wagon, you see from where you are streams of light going out in two directions across the fair in separate ways. And you sort of see a brief flash of a triangle, and then the wagon just emits a bass sort of brrrr, and Tariel, you are knocked off to the floor.
Okay. Do I take damage?
No, you do not take damage.
Oh, actually, no, I don't, because I've got slow fall. I can use my reaction when I fall to reduce any falling damage you take by an amount equal to 5 times your monk level.
Okay, you do that, and you don't take damage.
Great.
And Florian, you saw what you saw. Mokan, you just feel a force being pushed out from the door, but you manage to sort of get around it. And that is what you feel.
Great. So I'm now on the ground again?
You are on the ground again.
Great.
Do I see any way to get in on the top?
No, the top is just looks like a normal top of a wagon.
Okay, I'm going to take my dagger
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to stab down and see what happens.
Okay. Would you like to roll strength?
Sure.
Nice.
Very nice. You drive the dagger down really hard, and it clips off the side, almost like it's striking stone, and you wince a little as you realize that your dagger is going to need sharpening after this.
Then
And
I
your
have to-
dagger is going to do 1 less damage for a time until you can sharpen it.
Okay. Let me get in there and note
Not
that I
taking
think I-
back cue from any other stream that I might be part of.
Okay, I have 2 daggers, so I will make a note that one is damaged.
Yeah, if you can get it to a
So it's
blacksmith.
stone rather than wood.
Wood.
It's a stone box.
Cal, do you have something like dispel magic or something like that?
So I'm gonna look at everyone and I'm gonna kind of make my way down off of the top and say, look, everybody, what I saw in that moment when that power that pushed at us, it went out in 2 beams, as if making a triangle. I believe this is probably warded
By the
By the
Feels like
balls.
the balls.
from the windows to the walls. They're warded by the balls. So I think we should do something else for now because I don't think we're getting in.
We're not getting in. Right. Do we want to go to the garden next, or do we want to take on the orbs?
Let's go to the
What's
garden.
closest?
Yeah.
What's
Garden or
closest?
Closest to where you are would actually be the gardens.
Let's go to the gardens then.
Let's go to the
Gardens.
gardens.
Garden.
Gardens it is.
Okay, you
Oh,
head to the Gardens of West, and I apologize again, there's no map for this. I only really made maps for ones which really had a lot going on for the actual character models. So,
Oh, sorry,
go-
Code Red Creations. Let's just follow this.
Oh, thank you.
oh, thank you.
Hey.
Hello.
So you get to the Gardens of Rest, which seem very untroubled by what else is going on in the fair. As you wander between places in the fair at the moment, you notice that things are very much awry. Gendrick has been using his powers to really muddle up the illusions around here. So all the things you saw before, the food on the stalls, they've suddenly got maggots on them. Some of the illusory animals which are going round now look a lot more monstrous, although you get the feeling that most of them are still illusions and that he doesn't have power to just turn every illusion in the fair into a proper physical animated thing. So a lot of the stuff is still not attacking you, but it's definitely turned into more of a hellscape now.
Okay.
Is that a massive chicken behind you, Mocken?
I don't know whether to give David inspiration or Cal.
Why not both?
Yeah, a bit of both. But when you reach the Garden of Rest seems oddly untroubled by everything that's going round. And the Garden of Rest, as you see it, is just a small little circular garden. It's got a little gate around it, and inside is a bench, and the sign on the front says, "Sit and think of those dearly departed that you have missed, and they shall see you once more and give you comfort." And it says, "Made by Riella in memory of M."
Right. I
Cal's gonna sit down.
going. I'm not going to sit down. I would avoid sitting down.
Cal has sat down.
Great.
Okay. Carl, do you have any thoughts at this moment?
Cal, thoughts?
I'll be like.
Hal
think
finds
of-
himself collapsing
think of
into a void
Munderson.
from which he can
think
never
of
return.
Munderson, Cal. I think we need to talk to Munderson.
Cal's
That-
gonna attempt to think of Munderson, but all he's really gonna think about is all of the broken magic that he's done. because that's why he's interested in Munderson in the first place. So he's just thinking about broken magic.
Okay, so as you sit there thinking of broken magic, Miss Maisel appears, pats you on the head, and you gain 1d4 HP.
Oh, hi, Miss Faisal. Didn't expect to see you here.
Just
Oh, you're
sorry,
gone.
I was just going to be like, can someone else try sitting on the bench, please?
Are you still
I'm-
sat on the bench?
It's not getting up yet.
A black cat crosses your path. Nothing happens. You're not
At
superstitious.
that point, Tariel is going to literally grab Cal's hand and pull him off the bench, and then be like, "Florian, can
I
you
will
sit on
sit.
the bench?"
I will sit.
Can imagine Munderson, please.
You
Please
sit
don't
on.
imagine anything else.
And I will focus all of my concentration on the dearly departed Munderson and all the grief and sorrow and secrecy that Riala has had to endure since discovering he was demised.
Okay. As you think of Munderson, the area around you begins to shift and shimmer, and you find yourself. How do I move the player bar up past things? Up, 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 up. There.
Ooh, I recognise this pub. This is Bob Vance of Vance Taverns.
Yes, you find yourself in familiar in a familiar place. And let me just move things. And if you look around you, if you look around you at the familiar faces,
Yep.
trying to work out what's going on, you might see something as you look about the room.
Is that
Dead
Gadwin?
Jim?
There's a guy. Yeah, I was going to say there's a
Yeah,
guy.
there's a guy named Dead Jim.
Dead Jim.
A Jim?
There's Dead Jim, and there's definitely, as Cal has spotted, a Gadwin. And
Gadwin Munderson, I believe his name was.
Mhm.
Ah.
I was gonna say we need to come over to
We
this
need to go over
table.
to that table.
I'm faster.
I'm very much slower, quite deliberately.
I am doing technical stuff, so I'm not actually moving my character yet.
And as Tariel moves across the floor, 1,000 fluezes come out of nowhere and about.
I might have deserved that one.
Yeah, for context for those who don't follow
The
our other
pyramid
streams,
stream.
Tariel deserves that a lot.
Yes.
All of it.
It's more that Jess deserves that than Tariel.
Yeah, Jess
does.
does. Okay, Tariel deserves none of it. Jess deserves it 150%. All the fluezes.
No, would it be a wooze though? Because this is wood.
I don't even know.
Be a wooze and it sends sleeping spells at you.
Yeah.
Surely it's a pub, so it's a poos.
I don't
Or
want
it's
to
just
touch your
booze.
I don't want to think about it. It's a booze.
The booze, yeah.
A bar
That one's
ooze.
gonna stick. It's a booze.
It's a booze.
Honestly, I hope we run into those in the actual pyramid now. A booze.
Yeah, you guys are just giving me more ideas.
Hey, I think of all the different oozes we've met so far in the pyramid, a booze is one we can all get behind. We might not even attack it.
Why are you
We'll
drinking
attack
the
it
enemy?
in a very different way to the way we've attacked the other ones so far. But anyway, here and now, you find Gadwin Munderson as a young man, a young elf, sat at a table in your favourite pub, looking at you all with a kind of slightly sad and grim smile on his face, and he says, "Good evening. Do you not have greetings where you come from?"
I'm saying,
Mocken will go up and shake his hand
Gunderson will
and
shake
say,
back.
"Hello."
Is it
And
Alice's
say,
dad?
"Would you like a seat? Can I get you anything to drink?" And at that, he throws out his hands, and upon the table is a variety of beverages which might be appeasing to orcs, elves, men, halflings, dogs, frogs.
Gnomes.
Even Dead Jim has something that he would like there.
It's dead, Jim, but not as we know it.
That is his brand.
Mokan will pick up the next drink and start drinking.
I'll give Kuldoro whatever's good for Kuldoro.
Cal is definitely grabbing a drink. He never turns down a drink.
Yeah.
And then I'm definitely going to take a drink too. Sorry, I'm standing on Florian.
Gadwin's going to
I'm going to
look
stick fairly close to Florian, so I might move the frog.
Yeah. I will raise a glass and say, to you, Gadwin. Cheers to you for your amazing talents in illusory magic.
Gadwin is going to give a very appreciative nod and say, I'm glad to see that after all this time, the fair still has its fans who are willing to come and treat with me. And his look turns sour again, and he says, though I have the feeling that that isn't really going to be lasting much longer now, is it? And he's going to look at you, Tariel, particularly.
Not unless we can fix things.
Mokan will have to ask, do we smash your balls now?
No, Morgan, no, we don't.
Adwin is going to look down at his crotch and he's going to smirk at Mokan and say, stronger men than you have tried.
It's all right, he's a half orc. Yeah.
We're
Keep
not here to
drinking,
break
buddy.
your
Keep
balls.
drinking.
He's going to say, alas, my balls cannot be so easily destroyed. You must learn to control them rather than merely pummel them.
Great. How do we
That
fix?
should be easy.
What's broken? I'm going to ask him what's broken.
Oh no.
He's going to sort of put his head to one side and scratch his head and say, it's Riella. Riella is what has broken after all this time. I never thought I would see it happen, but alas, it is true.
I'm
She
going to
has...
make an insight check on that one as well.
Okay.
Just
You're
seen
very
Cal.
insightful today, aren't you?
I'm going to
Nibbles
look
would
for insight
definitely
too.
go for golden balls.
It seems Florian and Tyrell are on exactly the same page for once.
You sense that what Munderson is saying is the truth.
Here's the truth. It is real. I was right. Damn it! I was right.
Can you tell
You
me
seem
why
upset
Rihanna
about this.
would want my
Why is being right a damn it?
Why does she want Florian's eyes?
Why
yeah,
did she
that's
want
a
my
really, really
eyes?
good question right now.
Munderson is going to nod and look at you, Florian, and then is going to kind of go like this and go, yeah, I can see it. And he leans forward and says, she wants your eyes because they were once mine. And as you look at Gadwin, you realize there is quite a similarity between his eyes and Florian's.
She needs to keep creating you in order to keep control, doesn't she?
He goes, it's not quite like that. It's
More
partially
she's lonely.
It's partially my fault. You see, when I made the fairground a long, long time ago, I was doing it all to impress a girl.
As we do. As
She
Florian
was
does anyway.
She was a fair creature. She had my head wrapped up in daydreams and in the most fine of illusions, which are the illusions of the heart.
Sorry, Casper's just said Florian's father.
Who knows?
Inspiration Castellum.
Who knows? Something to explore later. Maybe in an afterward. Just going to make a note of that. There we go. I created for her this carnival of illusions as a way to woo her, because I knew of no other way of doing so. I was neither the strongest in my town or village. I was certainly not the smartest or most academic in my mage tower. But if there was one thing I always had, it was a boundless imagination. And I thought, if I could just make something magnificent enough, wonderful enough for her, then her heart would be mine. Unfortunately, as much as I can make many wonderful illusions, I could not win her heart through them. And it turned out she was already well in love with another by the time I returned to the village with my first carnival of dreams. In fact, I'd been away so long thinking of how to woo her, I had let the opportunity slip away completely. So, with just this carnival which I had made, I didn't know what else to do. I decided to just travel the world with it and make it better, help other people's dreams come true, and where it couldn't come true, at least they would have illusion for one night. And I became lonely. I became very, very lonely out here, especially as no one knew that. He pauses for a moment and then says, no one knew the pain I had suffered through with Riella, but I really actually wanted to be alone in the world. But that only lasted so long. After a while, as I became even more adept at my illusions, I began to think to myself, why not make her for myself? I bring the world happiness with my illusions. I make fictions which delight others and which seem thoroughly real. Why not go that step further and make the Riella that I wanted for myself? So I introduced her to the fair as call her another illusory construct, although she herself is hardly aware of this. He looks quite guilty at that.
I think she is aware, because when I challenged her to destroy the orbs, she said, without the fair, I'm nothing. I think she knows exactly what she is.
He gives a nod at that and says, at this point, anything is possible. She has been one of the oldest continued constructs of this fair, and I have programmed the fair. I've enchanted so many bits of it to learn and evolve as it goes that it's possible that she's become in some way aware of what she is and where she is. But as to what she's doing, and she looks at Florian, if she's after your eyes, she's probably only looking to fulfill the primary purpose for which I made her.
Which
what
is
that?
To be
I
with
dare
me,
ask.
to be my love. And I am dead now.
So she's trying to make herself dead, or she's trying to make another Munderson?
I made her as a construct copy, and she learned and evolved by watching others in the fair. One of the things that the fair does is it documents people's reactions to what they see and hear and do. And I'm guessing what's happened tonight, what she has orchestrated, and believe me, she is the one who has orchestrated all this, is designed to put the finishing touches to whatever Munderson creation she has made. I'm guessing because the fair always instills happiness and joy, she needs to make sure that her creation can also feel fear, anger, self-preservation instincts, perhaps. She's trying to make me real, and to do it, she's going to need a lot of resources, and that would be the people in the fair.
Yeah. So we've got an entire fairground of people to save. No pressure.
Gadwin shakes his head and says, I am sorry for all of this. I created Riella years and years and years ago when I was still in the folly of my youth. As I became older, I just grew attached to her as a evolving construct, someone I could talked to who had been there since the beginning. It was only after I died that she really started to display worrying tendencies. But by this point, I was pretty much just as I am now, gears and magic working over itself over and over. Even me sitting here now, I am not exactly myself. I am just a illusion who knows how Gadwin Munderson probably would have responded. And that is why she needs the real me to complete her purposes.
Right. Is it worth... do you think we'd be able to persuade her that Munderson is dead and therefore it's time to let go and for her to die too, because that's actually the best way to be with him? Rather than try and stop her or kill her.
You asking the party this, or are you asking Gadwin?
I'm asking everybody this. I'm saying it out loud. I don't care who answers.
Gadwin's going to frown and stroke his chin and say, it's possible, but if Riella really does know that she is an illusory construct, I don't know how that would have informed her feelings about death and the other side. There is no afterlife for what she is. The real Riella is already dead and has been for a long time. So have I. This illusory version of me, do you think it is worthy of heaven or hell? I am just doing what I was programmed to do, just as she is.
Could she stay in the Garden of Remembrance with you?
He's going to shake his head and go, no, the Garden of Remembrance was when I first realized that she was gaining some kind of greater consciousness. This was in the final days of my life. And I was overjoyed that she was bringing something new to the carnival. But bringing her there, she made it. She knows as well as I do that all of this is an illusion, and that what she would make there would also be an illusion.
An illusion. She could stay in the Garden of Remembrance with you forever if we just kept that illusion and just that part of the illusion.
Cal's just going to sort of butt in and go, Did you mention that we could control the balls? We can grab the balls and control this whole thing.
I don't think you should, Cal.
I am the wizard here.
Gadwin's going to look at Cal and raise an eyebrow and say, I think I am far more qualified to be the wizard here, even in my current state. But it is theoretically possible to use my orbs in that way. If you could maybe use it to condense the fair inward, to bring everything into one central spot to the Garden of Rest, where she will just be forced to either contend with you one last time or accept some kind of illusory peace. That might be the way forward. You would have to take hold of the orbs for yourself, though, and you would have to make sure that you gain their power and unlock ownership of the fair.
What's the worst that could happen?
Do you have to be a magic user of some variety to gain this control, or can somebody non-magically? Are these just like items
could me and Florian do it rather than Cal? I think is what Florian is trying to ask.
Much more experienced with.
Yes, you are much more experienced
with
getting
the
peed on.
Of it going
and your
wrong.
robes changing colour, and a goat headbutting you.
Goat,
the goat. Yes, the goat.
And flying frogs.
Yes.
But did you mention
I killed things with the flying frogs. That was a good thing.
The robes changing colour.
It's just flair.
And the
your robes are still wet right now.
Yeah.
Because you've been peed on.
Prestidigitation.
And it's better to be pissed off than pissed on. And we're gonna move on.
Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah. So
Gadwin is going to say that the orbs are designed to be lifted by only those who work for the fair, but I can assist you in that. There
Great.
are
Great.
constructs about
I
the
will
fair
take
which
a
will
job
carry
with
it
the
to
fair.
their destination, but you need to go with them, and I need to make sure that you are given propriety.
Great. Let's do
Great.
this. Tell us what we need to do.
Very well.
Only Gadwin has aspiration, by the way.
Yeah, Gadwin has aspiration. If you can award aspiration to a dead NPC.
You can give aspiration to his talking
Corpse.
AI, for want of a better word. So he looks and says, "Do you know where the orbs are?"
Yes.
Yes.
Good. They will both be guarded. Riella will have put up her own defenses and wards around them, so you should be on your guard. I wish you luck with getting them. I wish you luck with trying to give her some kind of peace. At the end of the day, she is only fulfilling her function, and she is no doubt hurting from the existence I gave her. Do not judge her too harshly.
No, as long as she doesn't keep Florian's eyes, I'll be fine.
And with that, Gadwin is going to disappear, as will the pub, and you will find yourselves back in the Garden of Remembrance.
Mokan will still be holding his hand up, looking at the. I assume that his mug has disappeared with the drink he had in it.
Drinks disappeared.
Yes.
He is going to look at it very confused and wish he had finished it.
Right. So we need
On
to
the bright side,
decide.
what he has drunk of that drink has sobered him up.
Morgan is now sober. Great. We now need to decide if we're going for these orbs at the same time and splitting the party, or if we're going for them one at a time.
Don't split the party.
Split the party.
Yeah, last time we split a party.
Because last time what happened
Yeah.
when you split the party?
Cow didn't split the party. The party split from Cow.
Cal ran off.
Uh,
we
Cal
were still
left
on
the
the
party
first floor.
behind.
Yeah, they didn't follow him.
Cal got himself
He
into
skipped
trouble.
the entirety of the second floor
Yeah.
because he heard there was a dragon on the third floor.
No,
Well,
he
yeah.
didn't.
Or
He
there
was
was
a
something
dragon.
on the
He
third
just
floor.
said there's something on the third floor.
Something.
Yeah.
So Cal's gonna go. Let's go for one of the balls then, and start walking towards.
Well,
one of them.
you've got 2 balls to go for. The
Cal's already
first-
started walking towards one, so I think
Okay,
we
well,
don't
is he,
have a choice.
is he walking
to follow him.
towards the one that is in the forests on the outskirts, or is he walking to the ones which are near some tents?
Which one's closest?
They're
the tenth-
equidistant.
From where you are, because it's a triangulation point, they're
equidistant.
pretty much equidistant. The Garden of
Well-
Remembrance is very near to Munderson's.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We didn't know where that was.
Yeah, sorry, that's my bad.
Head for the tents then.
Okay,
Forest
you are
is spooky.
heading for the tent. So let's move you to a map that will actually seem rather too familiar after this, but never mind.
Great.
Feel like I've been here before.
So as
Spoon
you
follower 3.
Wait, what? Chicken
Eh?
boy?
What?
as you approach a
This is
area
not-
of tents, you see what seems to be 2 rival factions outside a tent that is purple and a tent that is blue. You see there
Oh no.
on one tent the most holy and glorious chicken moving around its holy tent,
And the other one has the spoon goddess in it.
and the spoon goddess is at the purple tent with her followers.
Oh.
And upon the
Oh.
ground, you see some dead chickens
We
and
should have split the
also a lot of
party.
cutlery.
We should have had Kutsara in one group and Mokan in the other.
Occasionally, you hear rumblings from the blue side of the tent along the lines of "Cock-a-doodle-doo! Worship me, you do!"
Great. I'm
And
just gonna
from the
lean into
purple tent, you
Kutsara.
hear some music as of people playing the spoons in melodious chants and ways.
I'm just gonna put my hand on Kutsara's shoulder and be like, I think this is another illusion, okay? I don't think this is really your goddess.
Can we do some kind of perception to see if we see the ball in question, the ball of desire?
You can
Desired
certainly
ball.
do perceptions for that.
23. No, there's me finding things for you again, Florian.
Finding my balls? Thank you.
Yeah. in case you lost them. Oh, it turns out you
Morkan-
can at least find them yourself this time.
Sometimes I like the hand anyway.
Cal has the greatest sense of where the orbs would be, and they appear to be. If you look, I'm going to have to ask someone to move the map around because it's quite a large map actually, and I apologize for whoever's going to have to be in charge of that. But you see a red tent that is about a halfway house between the most holy and glorious chickens camp and the spoon goddess's camp, with a person lying down on the ground outside and in shackles. And Cal, you get the sense that what you're looking for, you can feel a lot of magic radiating from this red tent.
It's that way.
The red tent.
Ignore the chickens and the spoons.
Right. So why don't
Morkan is walking towards the chickens.
Spoon!
Yeah, of course, Morkan.
Grab
is.
Morkan. Somebody grab Morkan.
But I
I
was
go
gonna
to grab
say-
Morkan. I'll go to use some kind of martial art lock thing to grab Morkan and hold him
As
still.
you move to grab Mokan, the most holy and glorious chicken moves around the side of the tent and looks to Mokan and says in its most chickeny voice, Mokok, you are here! You have come at last, my champion! You who have been deemed worthy of the feather! Mokok! And feathers fly over Mokan in a sort of confetti-like rain.
I'm still gonna try and grab him and get his
So-
attention.
while all
Morkan
this
is the
happening,
happiest he's ever been.
I want to stealth across and just bypass everyone. I have a
Yeah.
cloak of elven kind that gives me advantage for stealth, and I'm just gonna stealth across
I'm gonna
this
take
mug while they
advantage of the
split
complete
that up.
distraction.
Work out your path for that while I work out what everyone else is doing. Is that okay, Florian?
Okay. Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great.
Do you
Just-
want me to
just
Just
carry on
don't
trying to
make your
grab
path
Morkan?
yet, because I want to see which way you're going when you do that. Kutsara, what are you doing? I notice further away on the map, you seem to be inching towards another camp away from Mokan.
Sarah really wants to see what's inside the purple tent.
What? But it's not
Okay.
real. It's not
So,
real,
The
Kutsara.
spoon goddess
It's not real.
drifts towards you, her dress a sparkling array of spoons hanging from silver chains as she
So
drifts
many spawns.
and looks at you. Greetings, acolyte. It is good that you are here. We need a champion in these times to oppose the darkness of the feathered ones, the bad eggs.
But he's my friend.
It's not real. It's an illusion.
The spoon goddess is going to look out towards the camp of the most holy chicken and say, you do not need to fear. If you find the right words, we will not be brought to bloodshed. But you must help us. You must make sure that the Hall of the Hearts is for us. You must make sure that it becomes our temple hereafter.
The Hall of the Hearts?
I'm assuming it's the red tent.
So the spoon goddess points to the red tent and says, The Hall of the Heart is a legendary place. It will give to anyone who enters it their heart's desire. And who is more right to know what is needed in this world than I? Help me, Acolyte. Let me go in, and the wonders that we all seek for this world will be ours, and I shall also grant you your boon. And while Kutsara is considering that, on the other side of things, the most holy and glorious chicken is looking at Mock and going, "What? Tent? Good. We like tent. Bagak! You will give tent to chickens, and there will be glory and eggs
And
and
feathers.
little chicks going beep, beep, beep,
Mokan will turn to
and you will be rewarded."
Mokan will turn to his chicken on his bag and say, "Is this your mother?" And I'm going to that tent. I don't know what's in that tent.
I'm gonna grab.
How do I move a tent?
I'm going to go grab Mokan. I'm literally going to try and restrain Mokan for a moment to get his attention
Oh, apparently I have inspiration.
for the chicken impressions.
Yes.
I mean, the chicken impressions were excellent.
Yeah.
Oh, to the pungent
Aw.
with you. Right. I'm making. It didn't work. I
That's
don't
an
know.
unarmed strike.
It's an unarmed strike. I'm trying to grab you, so it's more of a grapple, but I'm doing it with the martial arts. So I'm using my attack, if that makes sense.
So do I do a
Does
strength saving throw?
15. No, there's 15. Your armor class. What's your armor class?
No, 18.
Oh, okay,
So
that doesn't work.
Florian, while this is going on, would you like to share with us how you are trying to get around?
Yeah, I'm gonna go kind of up around this way.
Okay, let's see this in action. Camera, follow Florian for a minute, and I will let you know if I feel you need to stop at any point. Keep going, keep going, keep going. You're doing well. You're doing awesome. Bypass that giant wheelbarrow.
Hell yeah, I'm sticking to the edges.
He's going for it. He's going for it. Okay, now stop. Because you are near Chicken Boy 2. How does Chicken Boy 2 feel about this?
Wait, he's using stealth.
Do I need to get stealth?
You need to do a
You
stealth
are
roll.
using stealth, but I'm assuming they can still
You usually
check
do
and
it.
listen.
You do a perception check versus the stealth check.
Yeah.
Okay, what is your stealth?
10.
And you shit. Yeah.
Chicken Boy 2 looks over your way, Florian, and you can see the kind of feathers on his hat bristling a little bit, and he points your way and goes, "Intruders! Foxes in the hen house!"
And I will
Chicken Boy
reply.
2
I
and
will
Chicken Boy
reply.
1 look this way. Mhm.
Buck, 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 buck means I'm a chicken. Buck means I'm a chicken.
Inspiration.
Inspiration, Florian.
Buck means I'm a chicken, yeah.
Chicken Boy 2 and 1 rush over to you and grab you by the arms and say, "Oh God, it is good you are here, fellow chicken. You must come with us to our leader. You must help.
Let me go to the tent. I will get us our wishes.
You
I
will
must
take
go to
the
the tent.
tent for the most holy and glorious chicken."
I will take the tent.
Roll a deception check.
No, I
Sorry, I'm
didn't
not
lie.
the DM. I'm not.
I didn't
not-
lie.
Oh,
I'm not doing
he's all for the
It's true.
holy and glorious chicken.
I'm saying I will take the tent.
You
I
will
will
take the
just
tent.
simply say that phrase. I will take the tent.
Yeah, you assume that to be true. So
Apparently, your tiny human is singing with you, Florian.
He's heard that song before.
okay, so Chicken Boy 2 and Chicken Boy 1 are willing to take you towards the tent, Florian. But as you get near, the followers of the spoon goddess are getting riled, noticing that there is action afoot, and they are going to rush over towards the tent as well, and the spoon goddess is going to look at you, Kutsara, and say, "Go! You cannot let the most holy of places fall into the hands of mere paltry." And the spoon goddess drifts after her followers
Great.
to
So
try
at
and.
that point, I'm gonna give up
Can I
on
make
the
a
chicken and
dash?
the goddess, and I'm gonna start running as well over to the tent.
Yeah, I just want to dash. Like, I am
Yeah.
so close to this thing. My dash is like 60 feet.
Okay.
My dash
Okay.
is 80 feet, so I'm gonna.
Yeah, she's actually faster.
Yeah, I'm
but-
much faster
Yep,
than you.
yep, you can make dashes.
I'm gonna
So
dash for the tent.
as you dash, make perception checks.
17.
God, you're always more perceptive than me.
Very
Yeah,
much
I
so.
really am this time.
Florian,
can I-
you are very eager to be away from the chicken boys, and you run straight into the tent. Tariel, you notice as you go the prisoner trying to push up from his shackles and go, "No, no, I need it," as you run in. Do you keep running in? I will let you. Florian was already ahead of you, so he's going to get in first regardless, but you can have the choice to stop.
Does the prisoner look like anyone I know? Like Munderson or
No, you've never.
Florian?
No, doesn't look like Florian either. You've never seen this person before.
I'm not going to be able to ignore that. I'm going to be Florian, stop a moment, and then I'm going to pay attention to the prisoner. And I'm going to be like, "What do you mean you need it?"
Florian, had you got in at this point?
Well, I can run faster than him, but I have
Yeah,
further to go.
But I was closer.
Yeah.
Closer.
Yeah, decide what you want to do, Florian. Do you want to keep going in, or are you going to let Tariel pull you out?
My pull-out game is so weak.
I was about to say that.
Discord reference.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that?
Yeah.
I'm.
I was wondering if you'd say it or if I needed to say it, but you said it now.
Yes. Yeah. My child is listening, so
Yes.
yeah. Enjoy that one, Wolf Song. Yeah. I'll stop. I'll stop. I trust Tariel. If she tells me to stop, I stop.
Okay, you stop.
Florian's
and...
learned consent.
I have. Tired of getting slapped or thumped.
Sorry.
So yeah, so you stop, and you're now in a situation where everyone is rushing in very fast now. The spoon goddess is rushing in. The most holy and glorious chicken is running in.
Like, to the prisoner, "What do you mean you need it?" Like, I'm going to try and get him to hurry up and explain. What do you mean you need it?
So he's going to look to the tent and say, "Only one person can have it. The one who goes in first gets everything that is inside. I need it. I need to get something. It's really important to me. I know everyone wants it. The chicken god wants it. The spoon goddess wants it. I'm guessing you want it too, but I really need what's in there."
Why?
Because it's my dream.
I'll just walk forward at this
No,
point.
Florian, carry on.
That's
Carry
it.
on. Florian,
Cast I just want to go shout. Does anybody know what it is?
Florian, carry on.
Florian dashes in.
Oh,
Florian, you
And I got inspiration for learning consent. Thank you, Kayla.
And do we
Florian.
discover what it is in 2 weeks' time?
We'll discover
This
what
is
it
getting
is in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
stream is too
Ah!
late.
No!
So on the note of Florian learning consent, we are going to end the stream.
I was gonna see what my dreams are.
Oh, okay. Are we gonna let Florian say what his dreams are? Because otherwise he's gonna cry.
well,
Only if
We,
they come
we
true
could just do
inside.
Florian going into the thing if
Okay.
you want, and
Yeah.
then
Then stop
end
there.
there. So Florian rushes into the tent, and then we are over Florian on the map, aren't we?
Yep.
I can zoom in a bit more if you like.
Just as he crosses the threshold and should still be very much in view, this happens.
Vanishes.
He disappears.
He disappears completely, and no one can see him or have any idea where he is.
Tariel is going to be very concerned about this and go to the entrance of the tent. But she won't dare step in because he said that the prisoner has said that only one person can go in. So she's going to be like, Florian, can you hear me?
And the answer to that and other questions will be answered by the most holy and glorious chicken in 2 weeks' time.
Cliffhanger!
That was a much better place to stop.
Yeah.
Aw. You literally got Tariel and Florian completely apart.
Hey, what I bring together,
This is really punishing me for the pyramid. isn't
last
it?
time I brought you together, this time I bring you apart. This is the way.
You were
This
far
way.
too smug about this. Just you wait till the pyramid stream.
I mean, you're always smug about the pyramid stream. At this point, you've already taken my armor. You've taken one of my weapons. So,
Yeah, but I
you
haven't
know.
killed you yet.
And my boots, and you have killed me.
Yes. This is Andrew that's causing this problem. You're meant to be on my side at this point.
Oh, right. Yeah, yeah.
I
See,
mean,
I think
Florian might be somewhere nice. He doesn't know yet.
I bet he's somewhere nice. He's about to have all of his dreams come true. But
Yeah, but Tariel's
He'll
on the
make
outside
sure-
of the tent.
I can dream of a huge wedding. And a
Also,
huge wedding
if all his
ring.
dreams come true, could Tariel also be on the inside of the tent?
At the same time.
At the same
Oh.
time. We're going to have to wait
I
to find
don't
out.
know.
Aren't we?
Would it make an illusory Tariel to be with me, like a clone, and that way when I come out, there are two Tariels?
You're not allowed to, Tariels. We're not going there.
You could definitely theory. You've got 2 weeks to theory craft what could be happening. And better than that, if Florian has gone to the realm of his dreams, he has 2 weeks to decide what that looks like to tell us about next time.
Steve, is that?
That's if he has gone there.
Steve is serving drinks.
Testicle.
Great. So thank you for watching, everybody. It looks
Yep,
like we will be
thank you.
back in 2 weeks' time to
If
find
people
out
want
what
to
happens.
discuss this more, there's Discord.
Yeah, if you want to suggest some things that might happen to Tariel and Florian
Yes.
during this moment, especially seeing as Florian now needs some ideas for what would be his ideal dream, you can suggest those on our Discord, and we will play it again in 2 weeks' time. But in the
Ooh,
meantime,
how about doing like a little let's do a thing. So let people on our Discord guess what happens in this tent. And whoever is closest or has the best answer, that would be close to what we do, I will buy you a Huzzah Smacketh coffee mug.
What?
and send it to you.
Nice.
There we go.
Merch.
So we want your guesses for what
Merch.
Florian is going to dream of,
And you've got 2 weeks.
and you've got 2 weeks to let us know. That's
This
a really
means
good
your
idea.
answer must definitely be written down as a
Yes.
document.
Yes. Florian, before anyone posts it, you should give your ideal dream to Andrew so that
Okay.
we have a record of it so that you can't cheat and just pick your favorite one.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
don't,
then whichever
don't give
one
us
is
the suggestions until
closest.
tomorrow, and Florian will have to make up his mind tonight.
That sounds
And
good,
on that
giving
note-
people more
Oh,
work.
yeah.
That's a DM's greatest dream, is to make people keep playing outside of the actual game.
Yep. Anyway, we are back on Wednesday for our Vampire the Masquerades game with me,
Are you
Brian,
sure of that?
and David will be DMing, and Anne-Marie as well. think that's all of us. Oh,
And
and
Wolfsong.
Wolfsong guesting. And then we are back next Monday for Story Squires and next Wednesday for the Pyramid. But yeah,
Indeed.
I hope everyone enjoyed that. That was rather crazy at points.
At points.
Yeah, there was also a lot of euphemisms, and yeah. I'm not saying anything more about that.
And on that note, we should probably say goodbye.
On that note, goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye. all.
Bye.
Bye.